because she's fixing us, and she got fixed first.
It's okay. So welcome everyone. While the chaos unfolds, welcome everyone. Happy April Fool's Day. So for today, we have decided that, why having Nathan Drake when we can have the OG archaeologist, or alleged archaeologist, but she has a PhD, the one and only Lara Croft. So we have decided to invite Bryandra, Owen, and to play our favorite chapter of the Tomb Raider series, The Last Revelation, which has everything. It's got mummies, it's got playing games with the dead, not that kind of games, other games, board games with the dead. It's got a dinosaur, there's Cleopatra's Palace, the Lost Library, which in the Italian translation was the Lost Bookshop, because someone fucked up big there.
What? Really?
There's the Skeleton Army. So yeah, we thought that this was the best option for the day. It was La Libreria Perduta instead of La Biblioteca Perduta. So someone messed up. Yes, there is a dinosaur.
Oh,
look at eyes.
I don't remember there being a dinosaur in this game.
There is one. The Guardian of Samarkand in the tomb is a Triceratops.
Okay.
He is wearing a Manet necklace, and he's wearing like golden, like his horns have been dipped in gold, like just the tip of his horns, because he's a fashion, Triceratops. But yes, he's a dinosaur. There is that.
Hey, can I do the introduction so I can go?
Take it away.
Okay, you guys. So, anyways, as usual, thank you for being patient with our fun technology blips. If you ever want to try streaming with multiple people and see how terribly annoying it is, contact Sasa. We'd love to have you on just to see how fun this process is every time. And no matter how much we set it up beforehand, something has to go wrong. But anyways, so thank you for bearing with us and joining us again today to continue. Well, actually, who's announcing this now? So did we just announce this already? We're not. I still have on my thing that we're playing Uncharted, but we're not, obviously. But we have Bill still here today, who is our recurring host for playing Uncharted. And then we have Bryandra Owens with us today, who is the one playing the game. So It's also fun when we switch between people playing the game. That's why we have part of the tech issue thing, because everyone's computer doesn't like OBS differently. Anyways, what is SASA? SASA stands for Saving to Studies Alliance. It's our mission to reverse the current downward trend in the study of the ancient world by engaging the public and bringing together students and scholars to share their passion for the study of the ancient world in order to inspire a vast new generation of students. So, of course, we do this by doing Archeo Gaming. We have lots of other live events, like Archeo Tourism now is a new one that we're doing. We do research on the downward trend, have an open access database, and more. We are just about to start our birthday bash in a few days, so come and check out some of the events during that, which I am very sure Alex and Kate will talk more about, because we have really exciting, it's almost all Archeo Gaming focused events too, but we have some really exciting guests coming on for that. I won't spoil it now. You can find Sasa on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord. Please remember to like and follow our pages. That really helps us. During this event, please be active in the chat, as you already are and always are, so thank you very much for that. It makes the events way more fun. Please be kind and respectful, though, and as you probably know, the recordings are saved on all of our social media accounts. And as usual, spoiler alerts. So last but not least, if you like what you see from SASA, please consider becoming a monthly donor. You can do this directly on Twitch or on our website through PayPal for as little as $3 a month. This helps us pay our experts, pay our interns, and continue to have free content for you guys. Thank you, sir, for supporting us, and I will hand it back over to Kate and Alex and the rest of the team.
Yeah, hi everyone. So as you can see, we're not playing Uncharted anymore. Anymore for today. We're not playing Uncharted. We're playing Tomb Raider: Last Revelation, because April Fools. So we have Bryandra Owen with us today. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bryandra.
Hi, I'm Bryandra. I go by Ellie Croft or Indy Croft online. I'm a big Tomb Raider fan, so I was super excited to prank you all today because to Uncharted. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a CRM archaeologist, which here in the United States is Cultural Resource Management in the state of Nevada. So Egypt is a little outside my purview, but I've been playing these games since I was a kid, and Egypt is one of my favorite places. So I would have loved to have been an Egyptologist or to have gone to Egypt, but instead I decided to stay locally and do Great Basin archaeology, which is not as fancy, but still has a lot of cool stuff. So let me get my key bindings set up here.
Oh yeah.
Because I tried desperately to get a controller to work, but the gamepad simulator thing was not working, so I apologize. There's going to be much failing because I am not very good at playing keyboard and mouse with these games.
Also, we're going to make you talk about archaeology.
Yeah.
I can tell you from experience
Yeah, we will.
that also,
It's
that
very
also leads to
it's
that.
very distracting.
So we are going to go back to Uncharted in future weeks, but I must say it's nice to just hang out and chat on the stream and not have to deal with all of this nonsense.
With our setup.
With all the nonsense and trying to play the game and talk and not die and
Fair. So
Exactly.
for this game, this is the first in the Tomb Raider series where the training level is not set at her house. I already went through and played the training level because it takes place in Cambodia and it's really just irrelevant stuff. It not too important to the storyline. You just meet an integral character, but it's not really that big of a deal. It's just a lot of, learning how to play the game. So, unfortunately, we will have to watch the ending cutscene of the training level, so I'll give you a little background, because the save game, once it gets into the game, doesn't save the cutscene that introduces the game, and I want you guys to be able to see that. So, we will not be starting right off the bat in Egypt. You'll get a glimpse at a much younger Lara Croft, and kind of a small introduction of how she became the Tomb Raider that she is.
Okay.
Indeed. Everyone in the chat is us. That's very true. Also, yeah, we will see a young Lara with a different hairstyle, if I recall correctly.
Yes, she's
Look
got
at
the
her.
pigtail
Look
braids.
at her.
oh
Oh my
jeez.
god. Yeah, she's so young. She's so polygonal. I love her.
Wow.
I have never seen this game before. This is my first. Last Tomb Raider. Oh, I was just gonna say, last Tomb Raider I played was Tomb Raider 2 in, I don't know, 1998, something like that. So
Back in the day.
here we go.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
played
this
a
is-
little bit of the very first one, and then I played the reboot in 2013, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, who is the guy that we've just met who's dressed like
So-
a perfect example of colonialism on the field?
Yes. So this is Werner von Krei. He is her mentor. He was kind of her introduction to archaeology. And from this point forward, there's kind of like a very strained relationship here because he doesn't heed the warning of the tomb that, hey, you shouldn't be messing with stuff. Lara points it out, and he's all like, I don't care, do what I'm telling you, girl. And so there's going to be consequences to that. And
I mean, yeah.
as you
Also,
will see.
perfectly functioning ancient technology
Yes.
with like an anti-gravity spinning thing.
Yes. And for
It's,
for those that have played these games, you can actually, in Tomb Raider 3, this artifact is actually in her house, in her treasure room.
But does it spin?
No, not like that. I don't think so. I think it's
Unfortunately.
I think it's broken.
Yeah, ooh, lol. As someone points out in the chat, yeah, the attitude has not entirely changed in the field. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is he hanging there?
Well, he got caught.
He fell and caught his leg, and now he's stuck.
Yeah.
He's been clipped through the
Also-
texture, you know?
Yeah.
Like the thing you say about the perfectly functioning ancient mechanism, like that's what bugged me when I played through Uncharted again. Like, these are these centuries-old temples, and they're like
why did it do
perfectly
this
like.
again?
I mean, after my laptop, after a year that I've had it, is starting to get slower and not working anymore. But so then,
But you know why? Because you don't have the ancient technology.
yeah.
It's-
An older laptop.
I have a whole video just about that, Alex. You could watch it and learn if Uncharted is ridiculous with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is the pieces of paper just like sitting on tables that are supposed to be like 600 years old.
Yeah, and here we have like a very nice intro with, you know, whatever anything that you expect from Egypt: the sand, people on camels, and
I mean,
you know.
These graphics would have killed me in whatever year this was released.
1999.
Years?
99. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No.
Yeah.
But also very stereotypical.
Yeah.
Scorpion is slightly bigger.
What the hell?
That's a big scorpion.
Oh,
Yeah.
many scorpions once again. We are in full stereotype, you know, mode.
That is like the mummy, like with all the scarabs that they.
Oh, we have the carnivorous scarabs in this game too.
Oh, so that's.
Oh yeah,
a
make
trope.
no mistake. Make no mistake. Yeah, we
Ah,
have
yeah.
that. We have things that shoot lasers.
Yes.
We have you know.
You may or may not have to fight a couple gods.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Yes. Yes.
Actual gods or like.
Actual gods.
Yeah.
Actual gods.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. He's just
Yeah.
waiting for
You need to
my
play this game.
Is this the only Tomb Raider that takes place in Egypt?
The only thing that takes place completely in Egypt. Yes.
Yeah, this is the first game that doesn't glow pop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
does.
my memory. Yeah.
Yeah, it does, however, show you some very nice shots of like what in their idea is ancient Cairo, like modern day, but like you know, Muslim like oh my God, what's the name? Ayyubid era Cairo, but not really. But you know, as one does. But yeah, but finally we have, you know, we are back to the Lara that we know and love with the outfit that we know and love, and with a absolutely inconspicuous, not suspicious at all guide. Right?
Yeah.
He's yeah.
Let's see.
He's the
Sorry,
dude.
I had to resize the window
Nah,
because
it's all good.
Yeah,
For
it's
It's
whatever
all good.
reason.
Oh my God, I have so many memories of this game.
okay.
So nobody's
Alright.
ever tried to stand like Lara Croft, just like, you know, I don't know, in a hallway somewhere.
The power stance.
Yeah.
Her legs are like 3 feet apart. It's
Yes. Yeah, so it's for reasons, right? And also, oh my God, we had the flares. Ugh, I remember
This
like
is
there was a
the-
combination of buttons which she can do like a headstand.
Yes.
When she's climbing, you can do the, you know, basically the leap of faith.
Oh.
So yeah, and this was, dear people in the chat who are younger than this game, this was a great game for the time. These were great graphics for the time.
Yes.
Oh, these graphics are incredible for '99, and
Yeah.
I still think to this day that these games, like Lara's, like movements are very dynamic. I mean, they're goofy as hell, and the hypersexualization stuff is gross. But it's like, I don't know, most characters at this time were, you know, Cloud Strife with his toaster hands, right? Like, so
Yeah.
she really was impressively animated at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that we're getting also like random, you know.
Because
random
all of
bullets
these
around.
things would be in an Egyptian tomb, right?
In an ancient Egyptian tomb, exactly. Like that's what you find in ancient Egyptian tombs.
Oh,
Also,
shit.
yeah, polygons. And oh my God. Oh nope, no, sir, no. Yeah. So in terms of like zoology, this game really tries to give you all sort of animals to kill and shoot at. Which is you know, it's but it also has some of the most fabulous room-wide puzzles to solve.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, some really excellent ones. So it was, there's your guide. So yeah, but I mean, I don't need to explain how much it plays into certain colonialist stereotypes
Yes.
of, of sketchy guides. And I think the guy that, if I remember correctly, the guy at a certain point like legs it and he's like, yeah, whatever, bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we have this underground cavern with hieroglyphs in there, but it is lovely. And there's also, yes, from the chat, I've seen a lot of voice animation for the basic walking, running movements of female characters in video games. Yes. At least she's clunky, and all the like the film, like the shots are like certainly booty shots, but like she's not. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that video of someone who had swapped the models for Catwoman and Batman in one of the video games and had given Batman the movements of Catwoman.
Yeah.
And it's like he's moving as a pole dancer, which is a great profession, but where Catwoman is like standing there like this and looking cool, and it's like oof, double standard match. So, but like, at least she's running and she's not, moving around in a scenery way.
I mean, we can fix that. Hang on. There you go.
Oh yeah, right. There is a way which you can fix that. That's very true. But that is also needed to avoid certain traps, like the walking mode. Oh, so someone in the chat has seen the video. Yep, yeah, it's it is questionable.
It's great. The great cinematography though, very 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 cinematic for this era. So just take a look at PlayStation games from 1999, and most of them do not look this good.
No.
Oh yeah, no. For this game, they went all the way, and like. The beginning is like a little subdued, and you're like, caves and everything else, and then once you get into tombs, you get into all sort of outlandish stuff, which is fantastic.
Right.
And I remember also giant statues. Now the things are coming back to me.
Yes.
It's like,
and this is what I remember about playing like Tomb Raider 2, 1 and 2 back in the day, was a lot of trying to position Lara properly so that when I pushed the button, she didn't jump off in a random direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, yes, Lara Croft is an archaeologist by trade, despite the game is called Tomb Raider. Yes, she has a PhD, right?
She does.
Well,
yeah, I believe so.
So in the this timeline, the classic games, it's never really specified her education level. It's mainly that, like, she does this as a hobby. So, like, she writes books about her travels and everything, and that's how she funds her adventures, even though she's rich.
And European.
And European, yes. Very British. And then with the newer games, I think it's indicated that she's been educated, that she went away to school to do this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, the stars in this chamber are like the stars in the Pyramid of Unas, right? So Fourth Dynasty pyramids are not decorated inside. Fifth Dynasty pyramids are decorated inside, and the stars on the ceilings are actually like this. They're small. Like the original ones are smaller. But yeah, and like Fifth Dynasty pyramids are also like all inscribed inside. They're smaller, but like the inside is covered in writing, and like even like the parts that are not straight, they're like just covered and everything. And that's where we got the pyramid text. Also apparently medikits. Okay, that's good. That works for me.
We're gonna need them.
Yeah. Oh, we are going to need them.
I mean, actually, I might already need one. Okay, I think.
Like, for anyone who has never been inside a pyramid, like, to enter, like, the Fifth Dynasty pyramids, like some of them, you need to crouch. Like you really need to crouch and like going like that, and it's a slightly claustrophobic sensation. The bigger ones are fine. Oh yes, also the pyramid texts are also the ones in which we have some very nice references to cannibalism, to Pharaoh becoming one of the imperishable stars that are the gods, but also eating the other gods, because Old Kingdom Egypt is like hardcore. So there is like a very clear references to devouring other people, let's put it this way.
What happened?
Oh, well.
That sucks, because I hit the button to enter the menu to save the game, and the game has now crashed, so we're gonna have to play through this again.
Oh no! But we know where to go this time.
So for those that are not of the air that that have played these old school games, you do not have autosave. You have to manually save your games.
You need to save manually.
No checkpoints. No checkpoints ever. In one of my run-through in this very game, I saved while I was falling from a cliff, and I had to start again. It was so bad. And I was like on an old... This one I actually played on a computer. I was on an old... It was like Windows 98 at the time. And I had to restart it. And I was so angry. I think that today is going to mostly end up being... It's going to be the two of us being the olds, being the 90s kids talking about... All you babies with your...
All you children!
With your auto saves and your...
Also, yes, on PS1 you needed a memory card, that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't work, you have to, like, blow it
or
something. Yeah.
You're clown. You have to do that with memory cards and your babies. That's like a Super Nintendo thing, cartridges.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, back in the day.
But also, today's consoles and everything, they don't crash as often as the old ones do, because when I had the PS3, which was one of the first things I had, because I'm the young baby that I was talking about, the games would be like, they would crash all the time, and I would have to restart like major chunks of them, constantly, and that was so annoying. But I was happy that PS4, PS5...
The game is giant now.
Oh, it's a giant? Oh, okay.
It's okay, though. It's fine.
You can't even see anything. Oh my god. I hate that it does that.
It's like, oh, this is an angle I haven't seen yet. Well...
I think... Was it last week you were telling us that PlayStation 3 was your first system? Which,
I played a little bit on...
like
PC when I like Lego Star Wars or something when that came out. I played a little bit, but the PS3 was like the first that I actually like owned myself.
Okay.
PlayStation 3 came out when I was in graduate school.
I didn't get the PS3 when it came out. I got it when I wanted to buy Skyrim. That was 2011.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
2011. I was almost done with my master's in 2011.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was in 11th grade.
11th grade, yeah. I was in, what would that make me? I was in 22nd grade or something like that.
So while we're like rerunning through this, I think we can talk a little about like the fact that this game and the one after basically end the old saga of Tomb Raider. Correct. And then there were some very experimental games that did not go down really well, and then they had to reboot the whole universe of Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Because after this one, so this one ends on a cliffhanger.
Correct.
And then the fifth one opens with a, how do you call it? Like everyone is at Croft Manor to commemorate Lara.
Yeah, so it's basically like she's missing in action, and so they pretty much are assuming that she is dead. And so they're having kind of a memorial service
Memorial Service, thank you.
And the whole game is basically just a hodgepodge of different adventures. So, like, they decided to take these different storylines from her past and make levels out of them. So I think there's, like, 4 different storylines, including a level set that goes back to when she's, like, a teenager.
Yes, the one with the hanging tree.
Yeah.
It was creepy. It's a very creepy level.
It is a very creepy level.
Then there's what is it? Oh, it's the very futuristic one in which she's a spy on a submarine.
Yes. Yeah, that one. I think she was looking for the Spear of Destiny for that one.
Yeah. And then there's like one with snow. I remember the snow.
Yeah.
And then there's another one, and then at the end, turns out she's somewhat alive.
Yeah.
But then after that, I think they changed engine because like technology had progressed at the time, and they did Angel of Darkness. Yes.
Yeah.
Which was
this. So Angel of Darkness has like a cult following, so it's like you either hate the game, or I keep hitting the wrong button. You either hate the game or it's like your favorite in the world. And
I never finished it.
Well, and to be fair, the game, because it was a new system, right? This is a company that had worked on making these games for Sega Saturn and for the PlayStation 1. And so this was their first foray at making a game on the PlayStation 2. And they, much like today, they had that grind culture where they were required to produce the game in a certain amount of time. And so the game basically released unfinished. And that caused the developer Core Design to then basically get canned from making the Tomb Raider games anymore. And it was handed off to Crystal Dynamics, who is the current company that does the development of the games. But it's no longer owned by Eidos Interactive. It's owned by Square Enix now.
They're basically Final Fantasy games now. That's the takeaway.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Tomb Raider. The new Tomb Raider is actually going to be Final Fantasy 19. That's canon. That's canon.
I mean,
crossover.
Well, I mean, we had it in Origins. We had the Final Fantasy crossover in Assassin's Creed Origins. So, with the event.
Oh, that was a Final Fantasy 14 thing, right? Final Fantasy 14 doesn't count.
They did for Bayek. But yeah, like in the first Tomb Raider games, like the supernatural stuff was kept like in context for as much you can say it was kept in context. Like this one has like some supernatural elements and everything else. It's like, yes, it's gods, but it's not like Lara is going to other worlds or other dimensions. It's the other way around. Like the supernatural stuff is coming to mess with us for reasons that we will see that have to do with the very amulet that we're getting in this very tomb.
Yes, she is the cause of it.
Yeah, right. She's the cause of it because she's unlocking something that should not be unlocked. And so the old trope of disturbing a tomb that should not be disturbed. And unfortunately, the tomb that she's disturbing is a divine tomb. So not even Pharaoh. She just goes above. She removes a seal that should not be removed, and then stuff happens because apparently she cannot read the hieroglyphs. So,
or just outright chooses to ignore him. It's fine. She learned it. She learned it from her mentor Von Cry. It's okay.
Oh yeah, right. You would assume that if such a tomb existed, there would be like a giant warning sign saying "Do not remove." But then again, European archaeologists I'm gonna be European archaeologists and remove shit that should not be removed.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to try to save again, and hopefully it doesn't crash. Okay, thank God.
Okay.
It's like a Steam thing. There's no way to do quick saves or whatever.
Yeah, no. No, okay, so as we have seen, the level is called Tomb of Seth. So guess who is locked in this tomb? Well, whose essence is locked in this tomb? In this very good-looking sarcophagus, I have to say. This is like, this is like a legit sarcophagus. Yes, Bob is locked in this tomb. Uncle Bob, the funny uncle for sure. But yeah, oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh my god, I remembered these ropes with hate and contempt.
Yes.
Because she would constantly glitch.
Yes.
Through them. And it was like a mess to get her to swing back and forth. But yeah, and but like after this, like the fifth one was like, kind of a... Then with Angel of Darkness, they brought in like a level that was like in a, how do you call it, a sanatory?
Sanitarium,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, with like, oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. With like deformed people. There was like a crazy scientist who turned herself into a giant spider, basically.
Yeah.
There was like a male character who was supposed to be like her henchman, like Lara's henchman, and everyone hated him.
Oh,
like,
yeah, he was...
Oh my god.
He was the, the first secondary character to be introduced that was a playable character outside of Lara. And he had like supernatural powers, and again, Angel of Darkness is the game and the fandom where it's either you love it or you absolutely hate it. And it's the same thing with this character. Either you loved, his name's Curtis Trent, so either you loved Curtis Trent or you hated him. There's no in between.
that game is hipster Tomb Raider is what you're telling us?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of like a really bad campy movie that came out completely bombed, but then like as the years go by, people just absolutely love it.
Miss Britney Spears masterpiece, Crossroads. Different generations will have different answers.
Yes.
The Room by Tommy Wiseau.
No, I mean, The Room's its own kind of thing, right? Because that's like everybody knows that's objectively bad.
Anyway,
objectively bad.
Perfect summary of the first Moon Knight episode, but I'm gonna.
No. This is okay. Yeah. No, actually, we need to rant about that too.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Oh my god.
No spoilers allowed.
No spoilers allowed. But
spoiler.
Yeah. Why are we hanging from a ceiling?
Because we have to get up here.
It looks cool.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the place where you put the amulet, like the one that is behind you.
Yeah, this is
also,
a secret.
Like, let's use that rope to talk a little bit about. That rope to talk about preservation factors. That beautiful, perfect rope, just
tell us how you feel.
Thousands of years old, just hanging from the ceiling, no problem.
That's a real good rope.
And that was a real good trap that I didn't even see.
Oh shit! We didn't even see the trap.
Oh, that I'm now dead.
Oh my god, yeah, 100% working. Oh my god, she died. 100% working ancient traps with no rust or anything.
Yeah. Right. I can't think. That's too many colors. Oh, you really just have to go back to your save file, huh? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Thankfully, we're not too far off, so.
Yeah, we weren't that far off.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to save scum this, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's the beauty with Uncharted. If I die in that, like, you usually just get set back about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Also, yes, the ropes in this game. Telling you've never climbed a rope without telling me you've never climbed a rope. Yes. Also that, I mean, physics, bodies moving up and what is that? Who needs that?
She's very strong. She's so strong she does handstands on ledges just because she knows it looks cool.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because she can. Yeah, if I was wearing shorts that short, I would be terrified of doing anything but sitting down with my legs crossed.
Yes.
I would,
massive wedgies.
Also that, I would not go on excavation. I would not go in the desert with short shorts.
No, absolutely not.
Shorts are so impractical. Like, what?
They are.
Come on. Any kind of shorts. You want to have exposed knees while doing this? Come on.
Also, like, where are the pockets where you store all the Sharpies that you steal
Oh,
from the site?
she sticks them in her backpack.
She has a gun holsters.
Oh, well, yes.
Does she have a backpack? Is she wearing a backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's a very small one.
Yeah, see?
But it can contain the universe.
Yes.
It's like,
It's like Mary Poppins' bag.
Yeah, it is made of
I
that.
see it now. I see it now. Oh, it's so tiny.
It is, yeah, no, it's the smallest thing. Also, she's
That's how doors work.
look how well this works. It's a fashion accessory. Yes, it's a statement. It's a statement. Right? Like, everything in her... Like, the only thing that is fair is, like, the boots. Like, I'm fine with the boots.
Yeah.
They make sense.
Even the shirt, like, you would not...
It's a tank top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too small.
How does shooting work? So it automatically aims?
Yeah, so it's auto aim,
Okay.
yeah. Which makes it easier, kind of.
Which is
he killed...
guard you have.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
No, he's
just...
He's magically safe from all the bullets, even though the scorpion is right underneath him.
Being a big fan of the shooting in this game when compared to, say, like a Resident Evil, which has similar kind of mechanics, but the dynamism of how she moves the guns, she switches from one hand to the other. It's pretty slick. And if you can keep the enemy like in the center of your mass, she'll shoot with both guns. So
and she can jump while shooting. Oh, we have our first giant statue of the game, which is like basically like a giant sphinx head, half buried in the sands, because of course.
It's a big head.
That's a big head. That's a big head. And the guy is like, yeah, I'll just go down this staircase for no reason whatsoever, because.
You know what would make this game better? Like an Elden Ring style message system. That would be funny. If you could just find, so dog ahead and whatever,
It would be. Also, we are thrown like mummified animals that have like come back to life and are angry at us for no reason. They're just there, for the clout.
I mean, to be fair, they do that in Elden Ring too. Oh, we did it!
Yeah, look at the headstand. I mean, who amongst that hasn't done this on excavation at least once, right?
Wow.
I mean, all of us. Those are the Uzi ammunitions.
Oh, because the pistol has infinite ammo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Which mechanically I understand, although it's also kind of funny. It's like, she just.
Yeah, there was oh my god, I remember the cheat to have like infinite ammo and everything was like, do a complete turn and then another one and then like jump 3 times and then it was like the Konami code, like everyone knew it by heart.
Mm-hmm.
I wish video games would bring back codes like that. Just somebody make like a full blast like go fuck yourself like Assassin's Creed game where you have to like spin your character in circles.
Yeah.
to get to be able to clip through walls.
The only games I can think of nowadays that have codes like that are Lego games.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Are there other
I don't think.
Correct me.
Maybe.
I think those are the only ones I can.
Maybe fighting games where you have to unlock characters.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know there's one, but the one I talked about last week or the week before, like the Fight of Gods one. With Santa and Jesus and everything. That one has like a hidden character that you can only get if you do like a certain course.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's lovely.
That's fair.
The old Mortal Kombat games had stuff like that where you could like unlock secret characters by doing weird stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the old was it like Dragon Ball fighting game where you could unlock like all sorts of fusions and like Super Saiyan level people, but you had to know, the right codes. I would also like to point out that like the textures that they use to like decorate these tombs are actual Egyptian iconographies. Like, they did not make them from scratch. They just blew them up and put them in there.
It's basically JPEGs.
Yeah, yes. I mean, the quality is like 8 bits maybe. But this is actual stuff that they put in there. So some effort was made.
GTA has codes? The new ones?
Oh, wow.
I know GTA 5 has codes. So
Well,
I don't know about online, but I know GTA 5 has certain code that you can like spawn helicopters or something.
Yeah, the old GTAs did have stuff like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
San Andreas did.
I remember being at a friend's house playing GTA 5 and we were spawning helicopters like with a certain code.
Also, I'm sorry, casual lava.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I love that lava is definitely just water textures that they've colored red.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy just casually set it on fire, so maybe it was not just lava, maybe it was, something more nefarious.
Oh, it's one of these like puzzles where you have to hit the right.
Yeah.
Like it
Where you
in
have
Gen
to.
3.
Yeah.
You should. When was the last time you saved your game?
Oh my god.
Yes, you were gonna have to remind me, so.
We will. Well, at the end of this sequence, maybe. Yeah, save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. Also, real hieroglyphs on the floor.
We talked about that in Origins, right? That's not the thing.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you wouldn't put hieroglyphs on the floor because they're sacred, so you're not supposed to walk on them. But at least they used real ones. I mean, I gotta give them that. What did we do wrong?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Could you save any time that you wanted like you can in this in the original, or is that an addition for the PC version?
That's an addition for the PC version. So I think they added it. I think it was starting with this one, because in the previous games you had save crystals, and you had to find those save crystals in order to save.
Y'all youngins out there don't know the pain of save spots. Your mom calling you in for dinner and you're screaming, "Mom, give me 5 minutes, I gotta get to a save spot."
Yeah. Those were the days, and your mom saying, no, you come in now.
Yeah.
You coming right now?
I'm like, oh no.
Mom, I've been grinding for 45 minutes.
That was actually like a big discussion in early game studies as well, like whether save functions made games too easy, and if they took away from their gameness or nature as a game or something like that. Like a soccer game, if you can't you don't pause it really. I mean, you don't save it. You can stop it and there's something, but usually you don't. I mean, it has to go on until 90 minutes have passed. So that was the thing that they talked about in those early days of the field.
Oh man, it's like you go back and play any Atari game, like Atari 2600 game, or like an NES game, and they all make modern, even challenging games look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Those games are, and they're all extremely hard in ways that aren't fun.
Yeah, I also save Scum. Like, I have several save games of Valhalla.
Save spots are the reason why our generation all have anxiety. I'm convinced. I don't know.
It may very well be true. 1 second.
Oh, we're load scumming now too. I love it.
Yep. That's the best thing about this. You fuck up, you just go back to your load.
Yeah, you just go back. Yeah, these puzzles is like jump on the things. How do you call it? Hopscotch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can't touch any of the other ones, otherwise
any other tile.
it fucks up the puzzles, so...
It's like,
and of course, her
unbelievable.
jumps are
it's
not...
just that you die if you... it messes up the entire thing.
Yeah, and you have to reset it. By pulling the rope again. Yeah. Whoa.
That's even harder than just dying and having to redo it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's rather annoying.
But
This is just This is unforgivable in a game that just does not have like good movement, frankly.
Yes. Oh my god. But sometimes you could use it to your advantage. Like in the fifth one, there is a level. Oh my god, what I remember now, in which you have to fight a dragon with 3 heads.
Oh yes.
And there was one particular glitch. Yes, finally we did it. For which, like, if you positioned yourself right, you kept jumping and shooting, but you were never in the right trajectory for him to flame you.
Yeah.
So it was like, but you needed to know where to stay so that the jump was like staggered. I'm seeing the past now. That level was in Rome. Oh my god, it was in the catacombs of Rome.
Yeah.
That's what the other level was.
There's a 3-headed dragon there.
Yes. That's what we do. There's plenty of them. We've got dragons and nonnas. It's the chili peppers. Oh. Also, yes, we've also lived through several historical events that gave us anxiety. That is true, and yet the save game slots always remind us of the fact that we are mortals and that our time and our space is, limited. Yeah, normal catacomb stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you've ever been into catacombs, for sure you've run into a dragon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who amongst us hasn't? It's always the case. This guy... I'm sorry, this guy's freaking...
Whoa, what? He looks like one of the characters on like the Nintendo Wii or something. Like if you do like the resort thing.
He does.
They're gonna show us that. Are we gonna watch this guy run all the way out of the whole place?
Yeah.
He's liking it, but he's liking it for real.
So like, why does it have to be a guy that like literally like one way through this entire thing?
And then he's like, no, he draws the line. Something.
Yeah, this is the part. I mean,
Did he draw the line at the lava that he himself set on fire?
Yeah.
He was completely fine until he opened that door, behind which was a scorpion, and he freaked out.
Exactly. Oh my god. Well, as one does. Yes, his head looks like he was modeled after a light bulb. Yes, yes.
He was. Little known video game history there.
Exactly. Ooh, we have a statue.
Did you know?
Did you know that?
Yeah, April Fool's facts of video games.
Exactly. Also note that there are no prompts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To use stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's one of those use games. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's where you just have to figure
Find
stuff
everything.
out on your own.
Yeah. Therefore, giant pages with walkthrough. And all of that. But now, now we're getting to one of my favorite rooms in the game. I'm so psyched for this. We're getting into the Sphinx's mouth. We're crawling into the Sphinx's mouth, and we're getting out somewhere else. Scientifically accurate. It's fantastic. This game, I swear.
This game.
I love it. I'm so happy that we managed to get this working.
Well, and I am more than happy to come back in the future and play any of the other ones for you guys too.
Oh,
I have all of them.
For season 2, for like next year, I think we must do Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Like a recurring thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like a whole series of Tomb Raider, because this one,
Mm-hmm. Like, just out of curiosity, like, are they making new ones?
Yes.
Or is it the last one? Is that okay? Yeah.
So the plan is, there's 3 eras of Tomb Raider. There's this era of these old school games, and then after Angel of Darkness was the first rebooted era, which includes Legend Anniversary, which is a remake of the very first Tomb Raider game, and then Underworld. And then after that, Square Enix bought the franchise and rebooted it again. So that's where you get this new, they call it the Survivor era, where she starts out as like just a a grad student basically on an expedition and gets
Yeah,
trapped on
we have young Lara.
Yeah. And so then there's 3 games in that series, and now the plan is for them to unify the timeline. Not exactly sure how they're going to do that, but they're going to take elements of all 3 eras of the games and kind of blend them together so you get one kind of unified Lara that exemplifies each era. So we're going to see how that works out. They are releasing a...
So we're doing the multiverse, basically.
Basically, that's what it is. So they are releasing a anime on Netflix, and I think it comes out the end of this year, if I remember correctly. Wow. And that's supposed to bridge the gap between the last game, which was The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and whatever the next game is going to be. So... there are going to be more games. It's just going to be, instead of rebooting it, they're kind of going to time skip. So she's more experienced. She's been on more adventures. She's done more stuff. And she's more like the Lara Croft from these old school games.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
Evolution. And how that...
the newer Lara is definitely like a very
you have to
different
get into
character.
the mouth of the Sphinx.
Yeah.
I think you can jump from underneath it.
That's what I would say. Yeah, I think so. Let me try. Sometimes with these older textures, you can't really tell.
Oh yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh,
what were you
geez,
saying, Bill, about new Lara?
I was gonna say the new Lara. That she's a very different character. I think, right? And you could just.
She's very so. They took kind of a lot of people say this version of Lara is more one-dimensional. Like, they didn't have a whole lot of character development per se. Like, you're just raiding tombs, you're adventuring, you're doing cool shit, and that's about it. And so these newer games kind of give you more backstory about her, kind of give her more of a motivation for what she does, and everything like that. So
she's 100% not what the movies did.
Correct. Oh, this room. I hate this room.
I love this room. I love it so much.
You should save.
Yeah.
You should probably save.
Yeah, you should save.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks for the reminder.
I'm on save reminder duty. That's gonna.
Yeah.
Should have like a signal on
yeah, also, Tutankhamun's cartouche on the lintel, Neb Heperura, which is absolutely, like, there's nothing to do with pyramids, but it's a famous cartouche and it looks cool. It's got a scarab, so might as well. Oh my god. So, in this part of this tomb, they took something apparently innocuous, like the stars that are usually drawn on the roof of things, and they made them into deadly traps, and you'll see why.
Yeah, so here, I'll just go back and...
like the stars coming out!
Show this room.
And the whole room revolves.
Wow.
I mean, the most interesting archaeological artifact they've shown so far are the ancient Egyptian shotgun shells.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's,
Yeah.
Why are there boxes of shotgun shells in the tomb?
I mean, for ritual purposes, clearly.
Yes, always.
You know that the answer is ritual, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the answer is all ritual. Bryandra, I see you in the chat. What do you think of these statues? Of this, like, very, oh my god, I love this. I love this level. I hate it, but I love it. Also, there's like an Aten for whatever fucking reason there.
Those faces are wild. Look at those.
Yeah.
They look very scrunchy. Like someone took a mallet and just, bam, like, bludgeoned them into
They were trying to get that ancient alien effect going.
That's what the shotguns were for.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Also, they have, like, okay, so the sides are actually okay. They're like, yeah, they look like the Colossi of Memnon. So on the side, you have, like, the reeds, and the tide things, which means, like, Pharaoh's dominion over Upper and Lower Egypt. That's okay. And like city statues, also okay. And the lions, also pretty fine. So it's like they got like, to be fair, like, you know, with all the crazy textures and like the 8 bits of resolution and everything else, they put some very nice things. Especially all these like multicolored tassels that you see like on the floor and everything else. Those are like elements that they took from jewelry and just blew it up and made it giant. Because that's carnelian and that's turquoise and that's like faience and, you know, and other semi-precious stones. But they just made them giant, like made them big.
The game is really, really colorful, which, I mean, we're right on the verge here of an era when video games got very, like, brown. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think they're like, oh, look at that. Wow.
Wow, that was like pretty, like, I do love the animation on that. Yeah, I thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, didn't make it.
I'm deceased.
The animation of spikes is so great. They look like they've got like Looney Tunes like cartoon.
Yeah.
Like wow.
There we go.
But I do appreciate how colorful this game is, because yeah, we're right on the verge of an era when games just got very brown and gray and like very, very gritty, you know.
You mean Angel of Darkness?
Yeah.
I think I don't know that much about those later Tomb Raider games, but I know that they were a part of that era and they definitely bought into that aesthetic. I think.
Yeah.
But this one, like, the colors are right. Like, an ancient Egyptian, well, not tomb, but like, well, also tomb, but like, ancient Egypt in general would have had, you know, garish colors. So for once, it's not just the sand inside tombs and everything else, but it's like, you know, giant pieces of carnelian, because why not? Because we can.
I genuinely like those pots or whatever they're supposed to be. Those are great.
Yeah,
they're very pretty.
Yeah, we have no idea. Those large flower pots, I don't know. The
I don't know what they're supposed to be. They're pretty though.
They're very pretty. They look more like 1800, 1900 Egyptomania reproductions to me, which is always the problem with these things. Like ancient Egyptian pottery is not that decorated.
Look how they explode.
It's okay. We don't need them. They're clearly, you know, they're Egyptomania shit. They're not antiques.
It's historically incorrect.
It's historically incorrect. So exactly.
I think that's the root of a good. That's like a good paper idea. Is like what elements of these games are real Egyptian and which are basically like weird Egyptomania, like backtracks.
Yeah, like mishmash.
Cross-reference that with the amount of objects you can break and which one you can't.
Yeah.
And see what comes up.
Fair. They also the giant hieroglyphs that are like basically as tall as Lara are also correct. There's like we have the Ankh and the Heka and the Wazat scepters, which is fair. Like those are symbols of power, and the Ankh is a symbol of life or eternal life if you want to. Like that's why it's in a tomb. So they really got their like someone did their homework. And now we get to the second part of the room, which is even worse than this one.
Why people hate this room.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And this is the Hand of Orion. So this is also like a nice touch. The constellation of Orion was so important for the Egyptians because the constellation of what we now call Orion is Osiris. Osiris on his boat, and he's the one who looks back. So if you look at how they drew let's say like the human figure on the stars that make up Orion, it's like Osiris on his boat looking back because he's looking at what we now call Sirius. That was the star Sothis, which was the star that signaled the start of the new year. So like Osiris is literally preceding the start of the new year, and it was like a very important constellation. So like for someone to put like Orion in game, like they must have at least read something about it, because the Egyptians were like crazy about, you know, astronomy and astrology and all of that. Also, apparently, sites and oh my god!
Yeah.
That was looking pretty slick. I just didn't think there was
and sarcophagi in the walls.
Yeah, the cajones to make most of this game tricky jumping puzzles.
Yeah.
Yes.
The jumping is so awful, and that's just all the Tomb Raider games. It's just what
This
they were.
section is very, very like it's a lot of jumping. The Tomb of Severkit, which is the other big like tomb level, is like a lot of jumping, and then you stop and you have to play a giant game of Senate, which is like a board game against a ghost, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa.
I mean, why not, right? Oh my god.
Playing video games is the best.
Yes.
Ghost chats, it's fine. Yeah,
It's fine. And he's like, and you don't even see the ghost. He's like a giant mask on the wall, and you are told, oh, you need to play with the ghost. No explanation, no reason whatsoever, and you just accept it. You're like, okay, I get it.
Sorry, this puzzle, this is heinous.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And like, it's so much worse having to do it on keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yes, as Bryandra is telling us in the chat, Senate against the Ghost is not entirely wrong, right? We have refigurations of people in their tombs playing the game of Senate, probably against, like, themselves. Like, we have Queen Nefertari playing the game alone in her
slick.
tomb.
That was
Whoa, okay.
That was slick.
Very impressed.
Dark Souls.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I like just yelling the word Dark Souls anytime anybody does something hard looking in a video game.
Like a stream bingo card, like with
Exactly. Where's the sun?
This game is exactly like Dark Souls.
This game is fantastic, and now we are getting to the sarcophagus that should not be opened, but of course Lara Croft is gonna go there and just put the thing in there. Oh, I wonder what this does. And it's like,
She can't resist the shiny.
fair, but also like,
saying that this game is exactly like Dark Souls.
Look at that. Let's say that in chat.
I mean, we have the angry pharaoh, and we have the. Oh, I remember what happens when you put the thing in the sarcophagus. I remember yet another trope. Yet another ancient trope.
Mm-hmm.
This is making me very happy. It's like I have memories. It's like in you know, when you smell something you haven't smelled in like decades, and you're like, oh, this brings me back when I was young and I was, you know, on the terrace and the whole air smelled like jasmine. Yeah, it smells like a closed tomb with giant faience. That's it. That's the kind of memories that it's giving me.
Yeah, I really do love how colorful this game is, though.
Yeah.
It's just.
That's true. It's right. It's true what you said. Like there was this era, and I think we're past that now. Like where games were just so gray and everything, and even like the first Assassin's Creed, like they were pretty like bleak. But then they changed that. Fortunately.
Yeah, like I think I think it's really that. Yeah, it's sort of that PS3 era is like the Xbox 360 era. That was, I think, the height of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're past that now with the new consoles.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, at least since the PS4 era started, I think so. I think it was partially a power issue, and partially it was just an aesthetic. You know, there was like everybody wanted to be super grim and like super serious.
Yeah, and gritty, because as we know from DC movies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DC movies.
That was evocative, I'll tell you.
I was thinking the same. I was like, I can't say that, but it's what the fuck.
That was intentional. That was intentional.
That was clearly intentional. That was so many things that are wrong with this scene and what she just did, and you know all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it has some sexualized stuff. Yes. Straddling a sarcophagus and pulling things and then cartwheeling away. However, as someone in the chat is reminding us, there is one very famous instance in Egyptian iconography of someone in the form of a bird straddling her dead husband's sarcophagus to get pregnant, and that is Isis.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I don't think this was the reference, but it is clearly a ritual thing that happens. Also, there's blood all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but
where is it flowing from? Like
The
Whose blood is
sarcophagus.
that?
yeah,
The sarcophagus.
Yeah.
How
That's
much
blood.
blood?
If you don't end a sexual act with a backflip, are you even doing it right at all? I'm sorry.
That's very true. I mean,
That is a
right?
style. That's a stylish way.
You need to end with a flourish, right?
I'll call you tomorrow.
Also, apparently, if you don't end with like blood all over the place,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
and like a beam shooting out of the other person's chest.
This is Sassa after hours.
We started so well, and then
Laura made us do it. It's her fault.
yes, I blame the patriarchy. Oh, okay. So there's something in a sarcophagus, ma'am. I think you need to get like the other mummies out, and there's a passage behind one of them.
It's just our
No, just shoot the mummy. Just shoot that dead guy. It's fine. Oh, he's alive. Okay.
Yeah, he's dead but alive. I mean, could we have a game set in Egypt without moving mummies? Could we really?
Can you imagine if they actually had the like stones to get through this whole level and not have you fight a single mummy? That would have been.
That would have been offensive, honestly. I mean, we have expectations, right? We play in ancient Egypt and we want to kill some dead people. For reasons. But yeah, also like ancient Egyptians were not afraid of like reanimated bodies. Afraid of ghosts, yes, but like afraid of dead bodies, no. Like there's no idea of a mummy could be reanimated and come back. It's like no, we know perfectly well that the body does not come back. The soul, however, can become a very angry ghost.
Uh-oh.
So you know.
Uh-oh.
Or
What
shit.
There we go.
This is a bad situation. What?
How?
Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay.
Don't question
We're
it, it's
not,
Tomb Raider.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
know exactly. You know what? We're not.
That somersault, she's taking that to a next level.
Dark Souls.
Once again, praise the sun.
Okay, take a sip every time.
Take a sip every time we cite Dark Souls.
Okay, I'm trying to
You
remember.
you are so good at Tomb Raider. You can just bend physics.
It
Pushing
happens.
through walls.
Just running in circles. This is great.
Yeah.
Can we get some wacky? Can we get some wacky sacks over this?
I'm trying to remember if I need to push this
Best of
statue.
compilation.
Yeah, we have plenty of. I think it was. I don't know honestly, but there has to be one. Yes, of course. So the mummies can pass through the statues. They're made of the same, the same material from which the dreams are made or statues are made.
Yeah, but that's not
They
how.
really are clipping.
No, I was hoping I could see. Don't show that to the tenure board at my university.
This is what his.
The impact
I mean,
factor on that clip.
maybe they will respect you more.
I don't know.
Maybe they agree.
Maybe they agree. I mean, who knows?
If you're gonna put that up on the internet, at least like attach it to my YouTube channel page so people know. So that's me.
We will. That is a promise. Okay.
What are you shooting at? I'm not seeing what you're shooting at.
The mummies.
Oh.
Those are some bullet sponges. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have a shotgun? Didn't you get some of those holy shotgun shells?
I only have 2. And they come back to life, so like.
So those are finite.
you need to put yeah.
Oh, they come back to life, really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes
Okay.
sense.
They are already dead, so they can't die.
Well,
So it's
yeah, maybe they're. Oh, do you have to put it on the other platform
Yeah.
with the same symbol?
Yeah.
Right.
If I can get away from these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're invulnerable. Yeah, well, I mean, once you're dead. Although the destruction of the body in ancient Egyptian beliefs would have been terrible.
The only way to kill them for good is to blow them up.
Oh yeah, we don't have grenades yet.
You could light him on fire if your buddy didn't abandon you because he saw a scarf.
he made the face and ran away, and we're like, why? Why do you trace the line in there?
There we go.
Okay, yeah, let's go with a shotgun. Once again, every archaeologist, at least once on the field, has gunned down dead people.
Yes.
For reasons.
That's another clip.
I mean, where I work, sometimes may be necessary.
Oh yeah.
Also, they're just like
They were late fighting with each other.
I mean, Bryandra, you work CRM. You probably live in fear of being shot by a hunter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stay down.
I thought you said you only had 2 shells.
I thought I did, and I misread. I actually had 24.
That's a common mistake to make. It's an occupational hazard.
I just saw the 2 and was like, ah.
Can you just put the statue on top of them?
Yeah, because they can go through it, so...
They just clip right through it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's some weird, they're gonna just go right through it. You can't go right through it.
Oh my god.
What if you, like, trap them in the pool thingy, like at the side?
Oh, in the water, yeah.
And they fall.
Yeah, can you get them to fall into the water? Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Stay down.
Fine.
I don't know if the shotgun is giving you like enough, power to just push them back.
Yeah, I'm out
all
of
the way
ammo
there.
for it, so it's like
These guys suck.
they do. Suck.
Yeah. This level is like made on purpose so that you don't know what to do because you keep trying to kill them, and you can't.
And now you've wasted all your shotgun ammo. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much health are they taking from you if they hit you?
Doesn't seem to be a lot.
Yeah, so maybe you can just move the statue without like caring about them. I don't know how I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember how that works.
It seems like they can't. Oh no, never mind. I spoke too soon. I was gonna say it seems like they can't hit me while I'm pushing it, but then they did.
No, they can, but that's okay. Like they can't, they can't do a lot of.
There we go.
They're just 2 dudes. That's okay.
2 dudes hanging out.
Yeah.
Just two bros. Just 2 bros.
They just pushed
Rivers
me in the
of
water.
Oh, did you die?
No, they pushed me in the water.
But now we have actually the passage. The passage has now been revealed because, as always.
That was a very rough cut in her, like... in
Yeah. Yeah, also, is it water? Is it blood?
Yeah, it's probably blood. Like, it's a blood pool. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that... Like, if it's blood, it shouldn't be that transparent.
I mean, have you seen the lava?
Yeah, but I mean, the other blood, that looks more like the flowing blood in the...
The flowing blood in the floor? Yeah,
that
that's
looks
true.
more
That's
like
true.
actual blood.
That's true. Yeah, they're chilling forever, just, 6 feet apart because they're not gay.
2 bros.
Exactly. Just, chilling, mummified together, but no homo.
How do you write that in here? Hieroglyphs.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we're like in the burial chambers 2.0. I remember.
Maybe you should save because you haven't saved in a while.
After I kill these dogs. Okay.
Oh yeah, also we have ancient angry dogs. And these are like these are like the models of the Anubis statue in Tutankhamun's tomb. It's like Anubis just chilling on top of a shrine with a shroud around his neck because he was fancy, like an actual shroud around his neck because he was fancy. And these dogs are like, if that dog could move, it would be that. 100%. Like, it's clear, but it's fantastic. And that's like, an ancient Egyptian dog, like with a very long nose and the long ears. Although Anubis is not a dog, he's a jackal, but still canid.
It's the same family, right?
Right, yeah, they woof. They're good boys.
They woof.
They woof.
Yeah, they woof.
They're good boys.
Those are the two factors that put an animal into that family. They woof.
They woof.
Good boy. They woof. Good boy.
I mean, if a bear does that,
And it's a very weird bear.
a very weird bear.
Oh my god. That's the worst one you've done so far.
I've done some really bad ones.
Yeah, I mean, that is...
But this one was probably the worst.
This
So
one
they were
was-
giving.
This one is the worst.
They were really giving our best show.
Yeah.
I need to sleep for 2 weeks after this. I'm just...
Unbearable.
Unbearable.
Oh my god.
See, I have people. Is that a dead mummy?
It's a mummy taking a nap.
Okay, well, you know,
Because they
good
can't,
for them.
they can't die, remember? Okay.
Right, good for them. We're happy with them.
It's good.
We support. What? Oh yes, that's a serpent amulet that you need to swipe.
Sleeping. It's what you tell your kid. the
Most
first time.
mummies are dead.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, generally they're dead. They're sleeping forever. But you never know.
I mean, so far, 2 out of 3 mummies in this game have been not entirely dead.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, you need to go towards that wall with the horizontal stripes. And up, I think. I seem to remember. He's only mostly dead. Yeah, he's dead most of the time. Sometimes he's not. But then again, the Egyptians were very much in communication with their own dead. Sometimes we have people who wrote letters to the dead and buried them in hope that the dead would respond in dreams. Like a husband complaining with his wife is like, "Oh, I was good to you in life, and now you're haunting my dreams. Why are you doing this?" And we don't know if she ever answered and told him, to take a walk. So who knows? Yeah, he's 97% dead today.
I'm learning so much about Egyptology today. Just so much.
Yes.
For completely random reasons.
Completely disconnected stories. Just.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a trivia, but like, who knows what we're gonna see and what I can talk about.
It's true. They are probably technically dead and just reanimated. They're undead.
Reanimated
right?
for reasons. Oh, that's a snake. That's neck serpent. This
That's
is
called a snack. Yeah.
Get off me.
yeah. Oh my god, they woke up. No, sir,
Oh,
sir,
yeah, it's creepy.
ma'am. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Can they climb?
No, they can't.
Oh shit.
Look, the Stachiosaurus.
I don't know how I survived that.
There's a hole somewhere. Oh my god. Oh my
no.
god.
Yeah, you could
Yes,
tell.
it's there.
You could tell which one of us is on a slight delay on the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was happening last week too. I kept going like, "Oh no, I died," and everybody was like, "What are you talking about?" Okay.
They were like, "Oh shit." Yes.
Yeah.
They have to come back to pay off their student loans. Well,
That's true. That's true. If you're American, that's true. That's actually how it
but
works.
if these are Old Kingdom people, Old Kingdom did not have coins. So, also, I
If
mean,
you're-
school only for
if
the
you're-
rich.
If you're an American before you, if you die before your student loans are paid off, you are reanimated in order to continue working.
That is why I cannot afford to become a widow,
Yeah.
because
Sorry.
I would inherit, those student loans. We are a collective of experts. Yes, in one way, from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
How many years of anthropology degree do we have in this chat right now? And yet this is the shit we're talking
This is
about.
the shit we're talking about. How many degrees do we have among all of us? But once again, But once again, the amount of stuff in this place makes me think that a pyramid is just the top 10% of the structure.
Oh,
Yeah, and also we will see in this very game. I don't think we'll get there because it's at the end. But like, you enter into a pyramid from the top. Like the tip goes off, and like it's just hollow. So you just jump inside the pyramid from the top. So yeah.
I love that iconic sideways side flip shooting jump.
She's so good.
She's still shooting.
It's cool. I think that if Kate and I just added up the number of years we've been in college studying anthropology, that's older than Alex is alive. So, been alive.
How old do you think I am?
You know how many years in college?
Yeah. Oh my God. You are a child. You are a baby.
What is it actually true? Oh, there's those they're coming for you.
Yeah. Call me a child.
Sorry, I'll be back.
It's the anthropology police. No.
It's the Anthropolis. Is there a spaceship inside this pyramid like in Sonic? No, we have a rotating room in which we are about to enter.
It's like in Indiana Jones 4, with the UFO with the rotating thing.
There's actually a lot of police outside my window.
Oh,
right
jeez.
now.
Call me a child at the police.
Hello, agent. It's the USCIS. They're coming for my green card. They're coming to tell me in real time that they've, denied my request. They were disinclined to acquiesce my request.
That's just dropping disinclined to acquiesce my
That's
request.
Pirates of the Caribbean. It's Captain Hector Barbosa says, "Main Snow."
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Me neither. That's years.
Why aren't you bringing out Pirates of the Caribbean quotes when we're playing Uncharted? A game literally about pirates.
I know, because I just started replaying Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, like, today.
To be fair, we haven't seen that much pirate stuff yet in Uncharted
That's
story,
true.
so I mean, most of it is still coming up.
I think we should have done Sonic Adventure as our game for April Fool's Day. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
It got so quiet.
Yeah, I don't see any more police. This is suspicious.
We're all listening.
Where are they? Where are they? You're gonna see the green screen come down and like the SWAT team behind you.
Wow. It's one of those streams.
It's one of those streams.
April Fools!
And then, haha, surprise, you're under arrest.
Mechanical keyboard over there for some ASMR. What do you? Oh, that was a good jump. Dang.
Look at that, yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
I have the most delay out of everyone, I think.
Oh, shit.
Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Oh no! Yeah, but you looked good doing it.
That was fun.
This is giving me anger.
Does she have her PhD in tumbling, or what does she have her PhD in?
Yeah, clearly.
Probably, yes. She's very
she's an
athletic, I have to
Olympic
say that.
gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Dark Souls.
Oh, I'm telling jokes in the chat because I keep forgetting I can just talk.
Yeah, yeah. I see ducks, I see dunks. I see, let's see, do we have ancient ducks? Yes.
Asian ducks.
Yes, we do. Ha ha ha.
We need a duck sound effect. We gotta get a one of those streaming boards with a sound effect set up.
Who has
Oh,
the
yeah.
best duck impression?
Actually, maybe I can't get to this until the room turns.
Doesn't
You need
seem
to
it
jump
Nope,
like
never
from the stupid corner.
There we go.
Oh, don't fall back out. Some more Holy 12 gauges. I think the chat wants us to talk more about ducks.
Ducks.
I need to talk about ducks in ancient Egypt. Like, I'm ready to talk about animals in ancient Egypt all the time. But yeah, we are all concentrating hard because this room is, well, we still haven't seen the full potential of this room. So the trick is that this room is made of like concentric cylindrical sections, well, octagonal sections that rotate. And so you have to rotate it to get to the next section, but the problem is that it's full of traps and holes and all of that. So yeah.
The chat's reminding you to save the game, Bree.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
Yeah. Necessarily. Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate your contribution. This stream is now like a community effort.
I think all good streams are. That's what make them fun,
Yes,
right?
we like it. Don't you have the right star that goes in there?
I don't have that yet.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can jump upstairs.
I don't understand a single word of
keep
that.
grabbing this.
Of that tweet, Alex. Of that post, Alex. I don't even.
Which tweet?
You have that tweet. Just go. I got Twitter going over here.
If you play the
Smite?
game Smite, and you choose to play as Poseidon, and you have the Poseidon skin that you buy, and his release the Kraken ability changes into a giant duck, and it says release the Kraken.
Oh my god.
Is this that fighting game you were telling us about with the where you play as different gods?
No, that's Fight of Gods. This is a MOBA game,
Oh.
League of Legends, with like at this point I think 119 gods of different pantheons. And you can play as Poseidon, but his ultimate ability is release the Kraken, so he summons like this huge beast and it does a lot of damage. But you can change the skins, and then sometimes the voice lines change, and he says release the Kraken instead of the Kraken. So it's like a giant rubber duck that appears.
I've got a two-part question for you, Alex. Can you play as Jesus Christ? And if so, oh, not my second question doesn't make sense.
Will, did you pull the lever?
I did, yes.
Excellent.
No, they avoid like the monotheistic religions for
Interesting
reasons. Yeah.
Interesting.
But they do have like a Hindu pantheon, and that's been rather controversial as well.
sounds cowardly to me. Put Jesus in there for just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Put Jesus beating people up with a cross.
He doesn't.
Put him in there.
Cowards.
Oh, we're getting into that. That's his ultimate. He just revives from death. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna get fired.
Oh, lever number 7,000.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Now we're rotating the room again, which is fantastic. Oh. I also remember the music being excellent in this game. Now I can't hear it, of course, but I remember the music.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, can't hear it either. So, but our
like,
beautiful chat can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can. And I need to get out of a room that has become sideways. Is now sideways. Do you become sideways?
Become sideways.
I don't think that's the right auxiliary verb. I don't know. It's not my first language.
Yeah.
I'm not a native speaker. Who knows?
How do you sideways?
You guys are both speaking much more eloquently than Brie or I.
Yes.
That's pretty. We should be a little bit embarrassed about that, but that's the way it goes.
That I talk too much, because if I flood people with too many words, they can't concentrate on my terrible grammar. That's a trick. Now, like, someone clearly fell for it, but other people don't. Oh, there's a star at the bottom.
Yeah, come on. Something's got to kill you down here.
I mean, or not, who knows? Oh, I love the mummified beings on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
That is very nice. Once again, those are actual funerary decorations, so actually they did a better job than Assassin's Creed Origins in getting decorations that are like contextual to the building in which we are.
Mm-hmm.
This is incredible, and I think that like on the side is like that's like one of the like a pharaoh offering to another deceased king, to his predecessor, to his deceased predecessor. Yeah, I know Baladriel. Baladriel, thank you. They did a really good job here. They just, at least they took things that are in tombs and put them in a tomb.
They did some research.
Yeah.
I do love that you can sense the philosophy that is, we're going to be accurate aesthetically while just going bonkers.
Yeah.
Everything else, yeah.
But I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can almost buy it in this crazy universe. Like, I mean, it's crazy, but it looks great, and it's colorful.
So this game does exactly what it says on the tin. The whole time we've been playing, you have been doing nothing except raiding a tomb. That's the...
Yep.
They took themselves very literally in this round.
I'm waiting for that last and final revelation to come out.
Remember the original Tomb Raider? I spent a lot of time fighting tigers in caves.
Yes.
Weren't there like dinosaurs at one point?
Yes.
There sure were.
Okay.
Yep.
I
dinosaurs.
I have a pet theory that that's the reason why some people mix up archaeology and paleontology to this day.
Could be. Very well could be.
Could be. Might very well be.
Yeah, is there like a canon reason why there are dinosaurs?
No. It's just... it's just they thought it was cool to add like a Lost World element, I guess. And like they did it in the first game, and because they had dinosaurs in the first game, then they're like, you know what? We'll just go ahead and put them in the next two as well, even though it doesn't really make any sense to have them, but because like in the second game there's 2 T-Rexes underneath the Great Wall of China.
Sure. Yes. I guess. Okay.
And then in the third game, there's velociraptors in the South Pacific. So.
I mean, the years
sure
when
it makes
these
sense for
games
them.
came out was like when the Jurassic Park trilogy was being released. So.
Yeah, so 93 was when Jurassic Park came out. So yeah, I'm sure that it did heavily influence these games.
I just looked up when the first Tomb Raider was released, like the exact date, and I'm so happy that I'm just like a little bit older. Like not even a full year.
Are you though?
A couple of months older than the first Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, this is a child.
I was 5 months when the first Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, you're a baby.
Oh my god.
I was in middle school. No. Oh no.
No, I think I was in elementary school, because there was like when the second one came out, there was talk of killing the butler, like that you could blow up the butler.
Yeah.
So we all tried. We didn't succeed, but we tried. Because we were a bunch of criminals.
Elementary school?
When did the first one come out? Was it 97?
96.
Right? 96.
Yeah, I was 8.
Kate and I are the same age.
Yeah.
I'm not that much older than you guys. I was 10.
Yeah, right. We're the same generation.
We're close.
Yeah.
Exactly. I always liked that in Zoo Tycoon you could have dinosaurs that really make everything better. Yes. Yes. They do. Like, I mean, who doesn't want to see dinosaurs?
Right.
Although, to be fair, if you want to see something that is very close to a dinosaur, just look at a baby emu. Like, as soon as they hatch, and that's, like, probably, like, the closest thing. Jim Canna said I was born 3 years after the release of the first Tomb Raider.
So I'm not the youngest one here.
Youngsters.
Brag about it, jeez.
You're young.
I bet you.
All babies.
I bet you don't even have to go to physical therapy for your neck or your back. You know?
You don't have to take extra supplements to make sure your joints are okay.
Oh my god, this guy waking up. Yeah, I was discussing I was discussing supplements and physiotherapy today. What a coincidence. It's old people.
All these sentences end with yet. Coming for you.
Exactly.
What was I doing in 1996?
Playing Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Playing Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Now, I didn't have a PlayStation till 97. I got it the year that Final Fantasy VII came out, but I did have Tomb Raider. But so I didn't play until it was a little bit older. Christmas of 1997, that was the fanciest Christmas present I ever got by a wide margin.
Oh wow. I was not allowed to have a console or a computer until I was 12, I think. But a friend who was like 2 years older had a computer, and we could play Age of Empires and FIFA 96. And that was that was first love. The games, not the guy. I was very, very enthused by being able. Oh, there's a rope now.
Yeah.
It wasn't there before.
What's everybody's first video game experiences? Mine is actually quite a lot earlier than Final Fantasy VII. I'll tell you.
I think the one I don't know the exact first game I ever like touched or played, but the one I finished like and played like hours on end was the first Lego Star Wars. And that was 2005, I think. I played that game to death. That was so.
The first video game I ever played was Spy Hunter on the Commodore 64. So.
Wow.
Which I think came out in like 80. It was already an older game when I played it. I think it came out in 83, 84. Came out in arcades in 83.
Yeah, 83.
Wow, Spy Hunter.
That probably
Bubble.
That looks cool though.
Oh, it was a very cool game.
Yeah,
it's a great game.
Like it's a racing game or something? A vehicular combat.
It's like a to drive a car without dying game.
Isn't that the point of all of them?
It's virtual.
It's like driving on the highway, yes. Had great music. Excellent music.
Music is so much better though.
The dogs are glitching.
Second game I remember playing was Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
On the Apple
Brianna
II.
was saying that the other day, that it was like one of her first games, but like we didn't get that in Italy.
Well, yeah, because it was the sequel to Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. It was just about the United States, and it came with this book that was like 4 inches thick. It was like an atlas, and you had to have the book. Oh shoot! Is that a?
That's a dog.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Is it a dog or is it supposed to be a?
It's a dog. It's like it's a canine. It woofs.
It woofs.
And the category is it woofs.
Is it a good boy?
Is it a good boy though? I mean, they're all good boys. They're all good dogs, Brent. But yeah, so in theory it's supposed to be a jackal, because that's the iconography of Anubis. In practice, there's not a lot of difference between several dogs and jackals in Egyptian iconography. So, I would also like to point out that we have plenty of delightful names of ancient Egyptian dogs, among which Potbelly, Hunter, Thunder, Lightning, and Useless, who is by far my favorite. I want to believe that someone had bought a hound for hunting, and then he would just cuddle with, I don't know, the alleged breed. They were like, "There's a fucking useless dog." Yeah, but they did like their dogs.
That's amazing that little fact made it like it stood the test of time and that wasn't lost.
Oh yeah, there's like I think it's a Sumerian dog whose name was Bark, Don't Think. So he must have been a very meditative, serious, senior citizen. But who knows? But yeah, usually they're like talking names, so like, oh, the fast one, the evil one, or like the big one, or like, I don't know, bull, lion, whatever. And then you have like the ones where you're like, yeah, the owner was having fun with that. For cats, not so much. I mean, we have, the cat, like capital C cat. Maybe one called the sweet one. A whole lot of unnamed cats. Like, we see them, but we don't have their names next to them. So, but some of them, oh my god, there's one that is like an absolute unit. He is the chunkiest cat in ancient Egyptian art, and he's covered in jewels. He's bedazzled. This is like an 18th dynasty tomb. He's bedazzled. He's just... and he just sits, and he, and he stares, and he's like, and you're like, yes, I can sympathize with that.
Stand this cat. This cat is me.
Exactly. I feel close to this cat. Also, look who's back.
How?
I skipped the cutscene by mistake.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Fine.
That's okay. So we are back to very pink limestone, which is accurate.
But like Bill said, this is or Kate said, this is very colorful. I like it.
It's so colorful. Oh, I know. I love that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture.
It's honestly a good-looking game. It's a really good-looking game.
Yeah, I imagine it's a little bit revamped when it was made on Steam, I guess.
I'm sorry, but you gotta go back and look at that Jeep. That Jeep was amazing. After you murder this guy.
Who are they?
So you murdered someone. But yeah, I'm looking for like the unit of a cat. Because I know, Steven, I have like, there's like a whole book that's called The Cat in Ancient Egypt, written by a person who loves cats very much. And it's, it's a great read.
Are these ninjas? What are they supposed to be?
Those are ninjas. Yeah. We are into the action part of the game now. We are going to have to run through or over people with the Jeep. And then there's gonna be a shootout in the Karnak Temple.
Yes. And at some point we'll get explosives too, which will be fun.
Yes, we'll get grenades.
Saying that topless Jeep just owns so much. I love that. Look at how ridiculous it looks. Look at how square it is.
And the keys were just lying. You just find them. Imagine having to find your keys in the desert.
I think one of the bad guys dropped it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I kind of like the idea that those weird like curved sword ninja dudes just had like just a set of keys in his pocket. You know?
Yeah.
Just casually,
What kind of ninja uses his keys?
Does this game have secrets, like secret things you can find?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. They're not very clear, though. You need to know where to go. In the 5th one, they are golden roses, which was like unnecessarily, fancy for whatever reason.
I just said it in a chat, but I'm going to say it out loud. I would buy that Jeep in real life. I would.
Oh yeah.
Drive it to tombs and such.
Just whatever. I just do all kinds of stuff in it. I mean, I don't want anybody to talk about how it kind of looks like that hideous Tesla truck, because it does not.
Oh, what is the
Oh
truck or
no.
something?
Oh no.
The Tesla truck wishes it looked like that.
Oh, there's driving sequences.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Spy Hunter for the Commodore 64.
This looks like Uncharted 4.
No. Where
did they go? Oh, there.
That's for the one person in the chat that had played Spy Hunter. Dude.
Oh.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, roadkill.
Oh. I mean, honestly, he had it coming.
The Jeep? Yeah.
Yes. Everything had it
You
coming.
died.
I
You
died.
died because you crashed? That's too
And
realistic.
oh crap.
Oh,
And
we
I forgot to
save.
save, yeah.
Oh no.
You guys were supposed to
Oh,
remind
no.
me!
We were playing with the discourse about,
So
you know.
even the cutscenes don't save?
No.
No.
Oh, shit.
No, they don't.
But then we get to see the Jeep again. So.
That's true.
Yes.
So those are, you don't think those are supposed to be jackals?
They are supposed to be jackals or like some sort of demonic canines. I don't know if jackals are black, to be honest. I've never seen that.
What does a jackal look like?
Yeah, but then again, like they look like Anubis. Like, wait, let me show you.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
jackals
they're
are
brown.
Or brown.
Yeah, but let me show you. I'll put it in the chat. This is this is a long ass thing. This is Anubis, the Anubis shrine from Tutankhamun's tomb. Like, if you open the image, that's him.
Oh, yeah. That's an art piece that's in Origins as well, like. About
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. It's very common. It's not just in Tutankhamun's tomb, but it's usually like Anubis over a shrine. But it's also like in the hieroglyphs, you usually have Anubis on top of his mountain, and the mountain is shaped like a shrine. So that's like the typical iconography of Anubis. They're supposed to be African wolves and not jackals. I don't know what an African wolf looks like. Let me see. Images. African wolves are a little chunkier, and they have shorter ears. Also, it would make sense that they would be jackals because they were around. Well, they're carrion eaters, so they were around the necropolis, and like especially because not everyone could afford to be put into a tomb, so sometimes they would just put in a hole in the ground. And they would smell it and go around. So it makes sense for these animals to be carrion eaters because, and for the ancient Egyptians to say, oh, these animals, like these canines, go around the dead, so clearly they have something to do with the underworld, which is a fair assumption for them to make. But once again, for the people in the back, Anubis is not a bad guy. Never been a bad guy in ancient Egyptian mythology. He got a bad rap.
Yeah.
From pop culture for whatever reason, but
Because he's associated with death and
right, but he's
Satan and
he's a good, he's a good boy. He also wolves, probably.
Definitely wolf.
he checks the
Definitely
boxes.
wolves.
He passes
Right?
the wolf test.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, now there's a helicopter circling around. I don't know what's
Where do
happening,
you
guys.
live?
Help! I live in front of a hospital. But yeah, this is the jackal standard. There's also like a Webpoet, which is yet another jackal-headed god, and the joke is that you can't distinguish them unless you have a name, which is true. Also this beautiful cutscene in which she has stolen shit from an ancient tomb,
The dawn of man.
With no punishment,
Violate the earth.
and has taken it for some reasons.
Well, we were able to do the cutscene this time, man. See? It's the benefit of the accidental non-save.
Oops. Yeah, and some actual tomb raiding. Just raider things. It's archaeology 101. Steal the things, don't record anything. Just steal the shinies. Open sarcophagi in compromising positions. I only see a black screen right now.
Oh, it's a black screen.
Me too.
And we're frozen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. But now I'm seeing a little bit of movement. You're at least moving now, Breed, so that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Now we're back.
Okay.
Still a black screen, the game.
So we're back now. It looks like, but the game's not.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, someone forgot a lamp.
Ugh. Yeah, it's just a really dark scene. Yeah. With a torch.
Yeah,
Dark Souls all
no,
over
it's
So it's a dark side.
Once again.
it
At his heel, placed
broke
the
itself.
locusts.
Hang on.
Harvests fail.
But we had saved, so that's good.
Yeah. Did the game crash or was it just OBS there?
No, it was the game. It like the
Oh.
audio's still playing, but the FMA just went black.
Yeah, it's weird that it's being so glitchy on you.
Yeah.
It's an older game, so but still,
They promised it would be fixed, but
yeah.
meh.
I'll be right back.
Oh, and now I see Eidos Interactive.
All right. Yes, we made it.
Okay, let's fix this so it's not all gigantic.
Now it just says Tom.
Because I don't know why it does that. Why it
Yeah, it's
changes
It's
the
okay.
screen size based on the
Yeah.
animation.
Eidos,
or
please
whatever,
give us the
that's
60 frame per second.
Yeah.
PS5 release. Hey,
Yes.
they did that for Origins, didn't they? Like a couple weeks ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be seeing some more Origins content.
I don't know, man. I wish. No, I just want Sony to remake Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. Like, I don't care about anything else. I just want them to remake this game, this
Yes,
very specific
yes,
game.
Yes.
It's such a good game. I also remember a skeleton army at one point in this game.
Oh,
Yeah. There are skeleton, Macedonian skeletons with shields and swords.
that sounds like what was it?
The skeleton war.
It's either Clash of the Titans or it's Jason and the Argonauts. I don't.
Yes.
I always mix those
Yes.
two. But I think that which one is it? I think it's Jason and the
I
Argonauts.
think it's Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one popularized like the skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton wars.
Broke,
Yeah,
like,
and there are some in here, but at that point you have the grenades, and I remember blowing them up.
Oh yeah, they didn't have
Yeah.
that in Jason and the Argonauts.
They should have. You know, if Athena had given them a grenade launcher,
Yeah.
It did it
they
again.
would have.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What if we try to skip the cutscene again, and it doesn't do that maybe?
I,
Oh yeah, maybe it was the cutscene.
High Priest
So
of
I
Maybe we are not supposed to see that cutscene.
Amulet.
Or that
It's
we'll never-
cursed.
We'll never see the Jeep again.
It's forbidden. Oh no.
Jacket
Forbidden
of the
Jeep.
Lord of Man.
Indiana Jones and a Forbidden
Once
Jeep.
again,
Eidos passed this game. Is Eidos even a thing anymore?
No, I don't think.
Um.
Are they
Yes.
still a company?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, don't they make like the didn't they make the whatchamacallit, the Cyberpunk games? Not Cyberpunk, but the other one. Deus Ex games?
I
The
don't
newer
know.
ones?
But I see here that Eidos Interactive Limited was changed into Square Enix Europe or something.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure they were making the Deus Ex
Yeah, they
games
did.
that Mankind United, and then they got bought up by Square Enix.
yeah, they get Deus Ex.
This is what I'm gonna do since this doesn't want to work. We can actually watch the cutscene because it's kind of important. It explains things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pull it up on YouTube and then I'll just.
Oh yeah, that works.
Oh yeah, that works. Well,
If you can't get the game to work again, just bring up a long play. We'll just
Look, pretend like you're playing it.
Yeah.
yeah. Make some clacking noises every once in a while.
exactly. Throw a controller.
Yeah.
Pretend you don't know what you're doing.
Dismiss.
The chat is roasting me today, and you know what? I deserve
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, we've already had enough ambulances, enough police today. We don't need that. There's a helicopter. We don't need any of that. Let's be serious here.
Not that one. This one. Let's see if I can get this to work.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Aha!
Oh yeah.
We got YouTube.
Oh yeah. It works. Oh wow, we could even have subtitles. I don't believe we have them, but we might.
Oh yeah. This is the most technologically savvy that we've ever been on the stream.
Yeah, we really...
We just watch YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look at her just sneaking out of the tomb.
Interesting camera angles too.
As always. As always.
High priest of
I always think it's interesting that a lot of the times in these old that the gameplay graphics have like aged better than these
Yes.
than movie graphics.
Yes.
Dawn of man.
It's true because they're easier to update or to patch because the cutscene adds a fixed thing. But
Oh yeah, maybe it's just because of that. Yeah.
But
Yeah, so now we are seeing the ritual to seal Seth in his sarcophagus. I said ritual, it's true. So this is... Oh, Bryandra, just in time. This is Seth being sealed by Horus, who is shiny and sparkly. And he is the moment. And so he's also Takish. Anyways, RGB Horus. He's sealing Seth into this sarcophagus with this magic ritual with priests that are chanting. And Seth is just, chilling there, laying in his sarcophagus. It's fantastic. This is fantastic. This is like the tackiness that we deserve. And then they press a button, and the sarcophagus with the spikes.
Yes. Apparently it's an
Comes down,
Iron
just to make
Maiden,
sure.
too.
Yeah, exactly. It's an Iron Maiden, which is not ancient Egyptian, not medieval, nothing of the sort. But yeah. And so the amulet that Lara just removed was supposed to keep the tomb sealed.
So that's the rivers of blood. Is that the rivers of blood? That's where the rivers of blood come from?
Yes,
Again, we
indeed.
see the turn of the
Yes, indeed. And also note the decoration on the side of the sarcophagus in the cutscene, which we can't see it, but like you have to trust me. They actually have the bed with the heads of Seth at the four corners, which is a very nice take on usually having lion heads or like cow heads or anything else at the four corners of the bed. But since it's the bed of like the mortuary bed of Seth, they have his own head in there, which is fantastic. Like the details in this game. Also, yes, Orientalism, betrayal.
Always, right?
Yep.
Doesn't it happen about 20 times in the Mummy movies?
Yep.
When was the first Mummy movie
I
released?
wouldn't advise
99.
yeah.
So after this, huh? Interesting. No. Around the same
Around the same
year.
time,
Literally
yeah.
same year.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't know which one came, like, which one was released first, but like,
There's a lot of similarities
yeah, yes.
in the plot and story.
Well, also like a lot of tropes, right? They have the carnivorous mummies in this game too, and you need to run from them. And like the only way that you can avoid them is literally if you hang from things, which makes for a lot of frustration,
Yeah.
as one does. But yeah, and they have a sandstorm, and I think we have locust too. And there's a minotaur for no reason. There's a minotaur with a
yeah.
giant bludgeon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. In
like the
Alexandria, in modern day. But he's very thin. He's like
In modern day Alexandria.
yes,
there's a
in modern day
minute-
Alexandria, because when oh wow, big spoilers here. For a game that is like older than me. Well, it's not. I'm older than the game or whatever. So Werner von Croy gets possessed by the spirit of Seth and unleashes plagues upon Egypt. Where have we heard that? And so one of the plagues is, this clouds of locusts, and another one is like monsters just, popping up. And one of them is this fucking minotaur with a giant bludgeon. And you can hear him coming because he walks very heavily. And it is a ghastly level because you're like in an abandoned city, like in an abandoned part of the city, and you hear this thing toom, toom, toom walking towards you, and then you have to run away on a motorbike, which is really cool. So yeah. Also, yes, plagues in Egypt, groundbreaking.
What?
Never happened before.
I actually think that storytelling is pretty kind of ahead of its time. How they did that. This is totally separate, totally not related, but the FMV comes in and shows you in the past something that happened in an area that you just traveled through that didn't seem particularly special when you went through it in the game, right? So that was the same sarcophagus that she did the hub flip off of.
That very sarcophagus.
The sexcophagus and then the rivers of blood. Like, it showed us all that stuff first in the gameplay, and then it shows us this. It contextualized it. That's actually pretty clever storytelling for a late 90s video game.
Oh yeah. The sexcophagus,
I regret that so much.
But then again, is this the guy who's gonna drop the keys? Oh no, maybe this is the guy who's gonna drop the keys. I like that he's wearing Birkenstock.
No, I think she just killed the guy who drops the keys. I think he's already dead.
She killed everyone.
Yeah. Murder them all, it's fine.
Now, I would save.
Yeah,
save, yeah.
Then. Now we can go and drive around and kill some more. And then we're gonna see an archaeological excavation. On KB5. Let's just say it's implied that it's an archaeological excavation because there's scaffolding. But then we're gonna travel through time and space and across the Nile, because from Tomb KV5 we're gonna end transported in the Temple of Karnak.
Yes.
For reasons. KV5 is on the other side of the Nile, and Karnak is on on the east bank, and KV5 is on the west bank. But time and space, they don't matter.
No. It's Tomb Raider. Don't ask questions.
Exactly. And we're gonna shoot ninjas hanging in the hypostyle hall of Karnak, for reasons.
For reasons.
For narrative reasons. So yeah. This Jeep, our favorite.
Such a good Jeep. Although it's maybe a little bit unforgiving that one crash you did before just kills you.
This level, I remember it as a nightmare because driving in video games,
yes,
with these
it can either
things,
be very good or very bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
especially in a game.
Like in GTA 4, for example, the driving was horrible. Like it is so like the moment you turn a little bit, the entire car starts to spin out of control.
Oh yeah, this one is very similar. And also I think like my favorite like let's say motorized moment is with the motorbike in ancient. I think it's Alexandria. It's not even Cairo. Because you have an old motorbike with a sidecar, and it's fantastic. It's like very it's very old school.
I am so stressed out. Oh my god.
I am too.
I would have driven right off that, both in the game and in real life. I think.
Sorry.
They do so much damage to you, the shooting. You know what's stressing me out even more? We can't actually see your health bar, so I don't know how close to death you are.
What's stressing you out the most is the fact that the Jeep is getting bullet holes in it.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
No, it's good.
It's
just
it's an automatic because it's DS in drive. You're not changing the gears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that D. Just D and
Just
the
drive.
And some kind a speedometer? Is that a speedometer?
Yeah, it's a
tachometer?
speedometer.
This is like the hit point. I mean, what's it called? Like the numbers when you hit people, like in Assassin's Creed, they don't make any sense. But you're just
Yeah, they don't make sense. They're there, and you're like, do I have to interpret? Do I have
Yeah.
to read? Imagine trying to shift gears with these controls.
Yeah, you have to shift into like to change your control to like one of these driving controllers, which look cool, but I mean.
But they're terrible.
Yeah.
You know what would be good? That'd be a good like one of those Twitter things, like Twitter bots that just do like a funny thing every day. Would be like useless heads up display elements in video games, like this speedometer and D for drive, even though you can't put the car in any other gear, and it doesn't matter how fast you're going.
Now the question is, how do I get out of the Jeep?
You park.
No. The rest of the game.
Okay, you turned it off.
Yeah, it better turn to P.
No, you did not.
Maybe I don't get out of the Jeep. I just follow him. Okay.
But you're right. Your door can't open. You're next to a stone. Maybe that's why.
That's okay. We're still driving.
Yeah.
Oh, they're shooting grenades now.
Oh.
What is that? Grenades? Is that what that's supposed to be?
The glass of that window is just indestructible at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
It stands grenades.
Oh yeah, this place is where you got holes, you got those, and you can kill people.
Well,
yeah. It's
that's some good physics though. Like with the wood, then you can just drive through it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Like so, and they just die.
Oh, wow, that is cool.
It's pretty.
Sorry,
pretty
sir.
You're doing too well at this.
Yeah, we are really, really impressed.
Which is
and
surprising.
now, get out of the Jeep.
You can put it in reverse. You can put it in reverse.
I can't play in reverse, and now I don't know how to get out of reverse.
Oh my god.
The rest of the game, you know, in reverse.
We're just gonna be on a Jeep in reverse. Try any button.
I'm trying.
That's good parking, all things considered. You're just glitching through a...
That's good parking. You're... the trunk is stuck in an Egyptian stone.
How do you get out of the car?
Are you supposed to get out?
What if you open
happened?
the menu and get the keys back?
Yeah, and just take the keys out of the car.
I can't. No way is that going to be how it works. Come on.
I have no idea.
Oh, don't save. You're going to be stuck in this car forever.
That's it.
No, I'm kidding.
No, save.
No, you should say I was kidding. I was definitely joking.
Okay, so
There we
my
go.
God.
Okay.
Oh, it is?
Okay.
I feel like that was way more complicated than it needed to be.
I'm confused, but that's okay. But that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you need to find the right place to climb the scaffolding.
Yeah.
Which suggests there may be an archaeological excavation. Oh, it's there.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but not really.
Still thinking about the Iron Maiden full of moist, cold hands. I'm still thinking about that.
You'll never forget
Oh my god. Hello, Short
That's-
Rounded.
That's in there.
Right.
Oh,
Look
hey,
at this.
Short Round!
Yay!
You made it!
We're here. We had a rough start, but
Yes.
now we're killing it.
Oh, hello.
What's in there? A little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, but we're good.
What the?
Why are there ninjas?
And why are they not using swords?
Right. Well, they're using Uzis, so that's okay.
Hmm. They're like mummy ninjas with the hat.
They are mummy ninjas.
Are they actually supposed to be mummies?
No,
But-
they're
but
just
they're-
ninjas
they're
for
just-
whatever reason.
Just like mummies. Like
Yeah.
The headbands and everything.
They're mummified. They know. They
That
know.
should be a name for mummy ninjas.
Mummy ninjas with sword and Uzis. Well,
Yeah.
they have the range.
Someone pitched that to game developers. We're gonna have mummy ninjas with swords and Uzis.
Exactly.
And they're gonna be like, didn't they do that in a Tomb Raider?
Like, yeah, it's a great classic.
Yeah.
You know, it's a timeless classic.
I'm not actually sure if they're supposed to be ninjas? Are they supposed to
No,
be
they're supposed to be like mercenaries.
Yeah.
With like
like in the Mummy, I guess.
yeah, with a head wrap.
That's what they remind. They remind me of the whatever those guys are supposed to be in the Mummy.
Yeah. And I mean the head wrap makes sense when you're in the desert because you want to cover your face in general, especially if you're driving and you don't have like glass in front of you or if you're like out.
Oh jeez, this jump.
Oh my god.
You jump higher than the thing, but you can't grab onto it.
I know. It makes no sense.
It's ridiculous.
They had to do a forward jump. Good lord.
Yeah, much better. That is an excellent question in chat. I have my own ideas about the flares, but everything else is very
We have really gone unhinged today. This is great.
Oh yeah. People had been, behaving the past few weeks, but today we're just like, yeah, no. Today's the one day.
Well, now that I know that we don't have to behave, I'm sorry, but the next few weeks are going to be rough.
Hey guys, sorry I'm like randomly popping back up and interrupting the stream, but I actually have to go and I have to close my laptop. So it might mess up the video order, on the Twitch screen because I'm gonna be going off of Discord. So I just wanted to warn you. I'm really sorry, but I have to go catch a bus to go to another babysitting job.
That's fair.
Definitely keep streaming. Everything seems like it's going great to me. This does also unfortunately mean that I have to cut off the Facebook streams early. So that's another reason why I wanted to actually come on and say this, because we are going to be ending the Facebook streams on SASA and World History Encyclopedia's pages. So if you want to continue watching, the link for Twitch is in the post that we made for this. So you can go and continue watching on Twitch. You don't need an account to watch or anything. You can just click the link and start watching right away. So yes, thank you everyone for joining us, and sorry that I'm interrupting and cutting it out early, but keep streaming forever if you guys want.
If we could.
Right. Okay, well, have a good weekend, everybody.
Right, thanks.
Yeah, you too.
For more streams.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
I was assuming you were here to tell us to stop making horrible jokes.
No, so we can continue.
Here we go.
Gabe's eating.
So yeah, it did mess up the. We could do this. Watch, hang on.
The faces.
This is amazing.
Oh wait.
This is fantastic.
Oh wow. You reassembled Kate.
Okay, let's fix this real quick.
That was amazing.
I'm being chopped to pieces. What is this? Who am I, Osiris?
You really get to see how the sausage is made today, let me tell you.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is like Picasso Twitch. Like we're like, you know.
Yeah.
It's really not logical how this works. Having done this.
It's so not intuitive at all.
One way to do this, but
I'm gonna do that next week too. Make them smaller like that. I've been making them too big. I think the pictures of us.
it's fine. I think, but
You can see more of the screen.
yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. There we
Yeah.
see. Perfect.
Okay.
We should make an intro with the thing like the Brady Bunch, but Sasa Bunch, the bunch, like with these things.
Yeah, Alex is like little. You're like skinnier box than the rest of us. You're like a little flattened out.
That's fine.
I love it.
So I do think.
Just looking at my tabs, I have a tab open for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Spy Hunter, Commodore 64. Kate's tabs are definitely weirder than mine.
Can't push
Egyptian
this button.
cats.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Are you
It's
saying
important.
you don't have cat tabs open?
I mean, who are you?
Oh, okay. She can reach it somehow.
Oh, yeah.
She's, she can. Okay, good for her.
Oh, no fault.
Did that open a gate?
Yeah.
Do you have to
Okay.
drive through it, or?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You can drive through it. If you can, now that we know how to get out of the car, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because some time, but...
Yeah, smart.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, shit. Back up, bitch.
What's that?
What the heck is happening?
What's that?
Yeah, so,
Oh, I'm dead.
we are in World War One, and we... And we have, yeah.
Did you just die?
I just kept driving into it. It's fine.
Playing jacks.
Yeah, we do remember what happened in that Jeep last time. But lo and behold, now we know.
If it was 1999, they would have reset you back to the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Permadeath.
Yeah, the disc just fries inside the system.
You can't play anymore.
Yeah, it's like
That's it.
you ever put a CD in a microwave? Anybody ever done that?
No.
Just me? Okay. Well,
I don't recall.
that was a cool thing to do when I was a kid, and they would spark and they looked like lightning.
Oh, God.
Also, sometimes you would blow up your microwave. So
We had someone do that in a grad student's residence when I was in Vancouver. Not with a CD. Someone decided to warm up their stuff in a microwave, but the stuff was in aluminum foil.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
There were sparkles, let me tell you. Sparkles everywhere. And the fire brigade had to come. So yeah. So that happened. You would assume that grad students, but actually not. Idiots are among us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did that microwave survive to the foil cupcake liner? I mean, was it not a lot of? Because this thing that I'm talking about was completely wrapped in several layers.
oh no, getting a
no.
PhD
Oh, no.
definitely does not make you smart. No.
Very true.
Getting a PhD is much more about being able to sustain many years of psychic torture and poverty.
Yeah.
That's really...
Yeah. Also, in grad school, I left the pizza in my fridge for 2 months. This checks out. But yeah, it does. It does. Fridge cleaning moments were not nice. I'm sure that some stuff in the fridge would be waving at us. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because it had acquired, a sentient soul by being left for so many years in the fridge.
Yeah.
Where are these gigantic jacks coming from? Truly impressive driving skills here. Oh my god, I would have fallen.
Yeah,
over that.
honestly.
He is going slow.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, he's going slow and throwing stuff, but unfortunately, this is not a racing game. Alas.
Tomb Racer.
Tomb Racer. Oh my god.
Oh man, the puns are good today.
Ooh, yeah, that's why we are both Europeans. We knew that the puns would be.
So wait, so Europeans make fun?
Yes, I was told that Americans don't make puns. Like serious Americans don't make puns, or maybe it's just New Yorkers that are grumpy, don't make puns.
Where did this guy go?
I love the drifting though. Very realistic.
The sand physics, not so much.
I was gonna say the sand textures actually look all right.
I mean, the textures do, but there's no like collision or anything. Like, yeah.
There's nothing. There's nothing. Okay.
I mean, the new sand textures in the Lego Skywalker Saga coming out next week look amazing. Someone says Americans don't make puns, their country is already a joke.
Ouch.
Listen.
Are you an American or European? Because that's important to know what you say.
We're gonna talk about that out loud.
Apparently, this game has been patched, but not by the devs, by other people.
Yeah, by fans.
Yeah, which is always the best content. Also, yeah, Foxy is also European, not American.
Oh, okay. That changes things.
I do love the just random holes in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Some
also
of them are
have
full of
spikes in
spikes.
them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they're traps. I don't know. Maybe the ninja guys made them. I don't know.
They're ancient traps because they had predicted, you know. They had foreseen.
Someone would try to keep.
Foreseen.
Yeah, that someone would drive a terrible Jeep. Yes.
How dare you call my Jeep terrible? That's wrong.
I love how you already call it your Jeep.
Yeah. Sorry, whose Jeep?
It's my Jeep.
Look at her going. Look at her going.
Oops. Sure, I didn't just.
So it is not an automatic because that was definitely a gear shift.
Yeah.
Rocket launcher. I see it like a tiny little bit in the corner of the screen for everybody else.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a cutscene.
Yeah, just the cutscenes are weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, to look at her going like an absolute badass and landing, and there's a cat running away. So yeah.
Fools.
That cutscene was very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now
it
she is
was, and
dead.
now, of
The
course,
amulet.
Werner von Croy
Talks of the priest, Semerket.
with his cane and his Orientalist cosplay costume. With shoulder pads.
With shoulder
I mean,
pads.
that dude looks like precisely like the guy from the first Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It also looks like someone else whose name I cannot make. But if Bryandra was in the chat, she would know exactly who I'm referring to. Yeah.
Mon Dieu. Là?
Jean-Yves, my faithful friend.
So
I fear this is not
apparently,
a social visit.
this is a
Only if you
real
want Von Croy
person.
crashing the party.
Von Croy.
I think he was
What do you mean?
Jeeves, I guess, is a real
unit of
Egyptologist,
horrors.
and he got really
Ooh.
pissed off that they used
Legendary
his
artifact.
likeness and name in this game.
You have found an
And
old
so,
Oh
in
my
the,
God.
so in the fifth
Ouch.
game,
This
his
doesn't
character
bode
was
well.
supposed to be in it, and they had to change his
translating
character.
from the Hebrew. He
Oh no.
Wow.
who removes the amulet shall once more
Aren't you
unleash
so-
the
There's
dark power
some paper that's
of
actually like
and set
fragmented and
saith,
torn,
Yeah.
as
I am
opposed
the
to
shadow across the
Uncharted.
sun.
It's supposed to be
It is.
perfect
I am the
paper.
bringer of plagues.
Yet it still exists at all, which is still
Yeah, but that's
And shall be
there's a difference. There's a nuance
a
to
little
it.
bit. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah, but also look at that image of Seth. This is fantastic.
Set shall only be revealed to the
Oh, the
best
professor's
of
dressing up colonial. Yeah, I remember that was.
Yeah.
That was.
And
That was.
at Karnak.
he's showing us the ancients.
The ceremony is complete as
The ancient
armor of
rituals
Horus
and the
summons
plagues,
sun
as,
god.
you know,
Always
The
plays.
armor of
always
Horus.
plagues.
At the dig site in Alexandria, my men talk fearfully of this.
The armor must also be Von Croy's goal.
Only one so ignorant of the prophecies would dabble with such a prehistoric evil.
Oh, the colonial cosplay Egyptologist.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Releasing
Isn't it like a husband and wife
How
team
could you have
thing?
known,
I don't
my
know.
dear?
Time to put things
We're not gonna
right
name any names,
and
but everyone,
relieve the thorn
people who
in my
know,
side in the
know.
process.
Yes. If you know, you know.
If
If you know, you know.
You've got enough information to Google sleuth this probably now.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't, just, you know, mistrust anyone who plays, you know, 1920s dress up while teaching Egyptology. Oh, so the Jeep was still fine. That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
We are now in not Karnak, and we're going to be shooting people hanging from the ceiling. Like, the real, like, yes, this is Karnak. And you're like,
No, not really.
That's
Not Nag.
That's the, where's the city? Where's...
The part of the game is strong.
It is so bad.
It's good, bad. Bad, good. What if I just took a nap on stream? How would everybody feel about that?
I mean, we are running around like the
nap.
2 hour 30 minutes. I think we can do like this sequence because there's like shooting from hanging, you know, hanging from a ceiling, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
If this is the level, yeah, this is the level I'm thinking about. Okay. I think, and then you know, we should call it a day. Also, new cartouche is here. Yes, that is very true. So it's not Tutankhamun anymore for reasons. It is. I can't read it. There's a very chunky obelisk in the center of it.
And a chunky scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's
Oh,
that
several
other one at?
chunky scorpions. Okay.
Where'd
Okay.
it go? There were
Those
two.
are
Oh, there it is.
This game's got strong cartouche game. I think we've determined that.
These are very stretched out. They're like. Ooh. Who that? Bryandra, help! Oh, also Tutankhamun's tomb paintings inside that chapel. What the fuck? That is literally from Tutankhamun's tomb. Like, the mummified guy is Tutankhamun, and the guy who's hugging him is his successor I, who's, you know, acting as a Sem priest to just, you know, do the rites to send him packing for the afterlife. But yeah, okay. Wrong period, wrong place. But you know,
They tried. They just did a Google
tried.
search for the time, and we're like, okay.
they tried, and they're like 18th dynasty. Yeah, this will do. This will do. The tomb was much better in that respect. But see, I
Close
did not
enough.
remember noticing all these things when I played the first time because I didn't know them.
Right.
And now that I do, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So giant Tutankhamun stuff again for reasons.
Let's see. Can we break this vase?
Oh yeah.
It's
Yep.
It looks
important.
breakable.
It does. It also looks very un-Egyptian.
Yes.
Yeah, our theory about
Yeah.
Egypt mania stuff is breakable. Smart.
That's
Some more holy shotgun shells.
Who was the Egyptian god of shotguns?
Oh shit.
Yeah, good question. What do you think? You got one for us? Those look more like those look almost Greek.
Yeah, but I mean, one is more Greek than the others. Oh my god, they really copied and pasted the hell out of Toot's too. Yeah, the statues too. Those are like
what is it, sculpture, the face of it?
It is bad.
Yeah, some of them are more Greek, than the others.
Yeah. But they have, they're Greek in shape, but you know.
Who has the highest skill count, Lara or Nate? I would definitely Nate.
It's definitely Nate. Yeah.
He just doesn't care.
He kills. Yeah, you kill hundreds of people in every one of those games.
I mean, that's literally a trophy. Kill 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So
I have that trophy.
Yeah. And that's hard. Like, you have to play it multiple times that game to get, or die every single encounter or something.
I think I did it I got it in my second playthrough. So that one's unbreakable. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
so you can't break Greek.
But also on those phases, the decoration is not Greek. That's the ceiling of the Tomb of Seti the First. That's the zodiac.
Oh, okay.
I know my ceilings. See? First the stars.
That face,
now this.
like on the sculpture. That is.
Oh, that is disturbing.
Yeah,
so those are like the half statues of Tutankhamun, but the face on the original ones is not that haunting. Like it's not gonna disturb you in your dreams.
This one is
This one will, yeah. These and the face of the guide when he decided to bolt it.
I love that pronunciation of Tutankhamun. That's like so much better than like with that different emphasis. Which I'm assuming is the right pronunciation. Let's be honest.
We have no fucking idea. We don't know.
Tutankhamun.
We don't know where the accent goes. Maybe Bryandra knows, but like I don't know. I honestly have no idea. We also don't know if it was pronounced like that, or if there was like different vowels and different sounds and everything else, or if he had a nickname. Like we know ancient Egyptians were big on nicknames. Yeah, nobody knows. It's like, probably it was maybe pronounced like this, but I don't know. We have no idea.
What's the current lead theory on how Tutankhamun died? Is it still the like gynomastia thing or the?
No, it's okay. Most current one that I can recall, and of course Bryandra can correct me, is hunting accident or like chariot accident, whatever. Wound got infected, died of infection. Someone a few years ago have brought up the theory that he had been run over by a chariot, but the problem is that he should have been because they analyzed the wounds on the left side of his rib cage, and they're like in a row, which would be consistent with a wheel. However, he should have been kneeling to be run over by a chariot, which is like in which kind of scenario? He was not assassinated, so probably the most commonly accepted right now is that like he broke a leg somehow, it got infected and he died. But that's a kind of a normal way to go. It's like, back in the days, infections and all of that.
I thought I remember reading somewhere that there was a theory that he may have had like a genetic disorder that gave him like bad seizures. That was based on some of the depictions of him.
That's like an issue with all of this, because like depictions are like not portraits, right? Also, there have been studies that like, the whole dynasty suffered from seizures and everything else, and it's based on Thutmose the fourth having like a dream/vision in which the Sphinx talks to him, but it's like, but that's propaganda, right? So you can test for neurological problems. I mean, it's possible that they all had issue. Like we know that his grandfather had like bad teeth and he was fat, and he had, he must have had like some issues due to the fact that he was morbidly obese when he died. But we don't know if they were like congenital, or that he just, I don't know, maybe he just like sweets too much, or he had bad metabolism, or we don't know. And for Tutankhamun, like, The one thing that we kind of know is that he might have had a cleft palate. So there may have been an issue when he was a child. And that he probably had a limp in one of his legs. Probably if the canes were used as walking canes, like as crutches and not just, as walking canes, like normally, like a fancy lord. So we don't know. We really don't know. It's also difficult to test, like you can't test blood. If you test the bones, like epilepsy does not show up. Neurological diseases would not show up on a dead body, so you never know. Can
they do can they sequence his genes or anything like that? Is there enough genetic material to do that sort of thing?
That is a big question, because there is one school of thought that thinks that any DNA that you can extract from a mummy is not good, is not viable. There was a big study in 2010 in which they claimed they had extracted DNA from the hair and from the bones of every 18th dynasty mummy, and that reconstructed a family tree. However, they never released the raw data. So we only have their word for it, right?
Very bold claims to make.
Very bold claims. The one time they did identify someone was with hair, was in Tutankhamun's tomb. There was a lock of hair from his grandma. And they actually matched the lock of hair with the lady. So we know who Queen T is because the hair corresponds. But it's that's a more of a one-off, and they were very lucky with that. It's because
Bryandra is 10 seconds behind you in the chat.
I also speak at the speed of light, but it's also difficult because when they said, we have identified Hatshepsut, the identification was because they had found a tooth in a wooden box that was supposed to contain her liver, and when they opened it, there was one tooth, and they matched this tooth with a mummy. The problem is that the fact that her tooth was in a box with the name of Hatshepsut doesn't mean that was a Hatshepsut tooth, right? It's a circle thing, and the mummy has several inconsistencies with how a royal mummy would be prepared. So once again, big issues there. Just because something is in a box with your name on it doesn't mean it's actually yours, especially knowing all the moving around of mummies, especially by the priest, and the fact that this mummy was found on the floor, just yeeted on the floor in a secondary hole in the wall thing that maybe was a tomb but maybe wasn't. We don't really know. So many issues with that.
Yeeted. Use of the term yeet to describe the movement of a mummy.
She was literally discarded, yeeted on the ground, unwrapped. No one gave a shit about that poor woman, whoever she was. And I feel bad. Also, there's been a good chunk of fat phobia with that, because the mummies of someone who was overweight is it's too fat, couldn't have been a chef. So why?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, not every pharaoh was thin and young. If someone was in older age and had probably type 2 diabetes, then, it's also possible that they may have been overweight. But it's always so bad. And also people who call Tutankhamun he was crippled, and it's or maybe not. And also maybe even if he had a physical issue, or a slight limp, that doesn't mean or a cleft palate, that doesn't mean that he was an idiot. Mm-hmm. And he was maneuvered by the shadowy figures behind him. So it's a lot. I don't even remember what the original question was. Sorry, I rambled. But I'm very into this.
I asked whether it was possible to do a gene sequence based on the organic material in the mummies, and it's super interesting. I didn't realize there would be so many issues with it. It's it seems the mummified, that's great. You got all kinds of organic material. Should be easy to sequence, but not so much, it sounds like.
Not so much. You can if the DNA is viable, and if we accept that the DNA is not all contaminated, which many people think, you can kind of establish who is the relative of whom, which is how they checked that Yuya and Chuyu are actually the parents of Queen T, who was identified with the hair from Tutankhamun's tomb, but we know that that was hers because the tomb had not been touched. but lots of other issues. And also, like, sometimes if you can identify whose father that is, you don't know who the fuck that is. Like the famous tomb from KV, what is it, 55? Yes, probably Tutankhamun's father. Who's that? We don't know. We don't have a name. We don't know who that man is. So,
I want you all to know that title I just came up with, you could absolutely see that at an SAA conference session. No question.
It
tomorrow.
I'll have you know.
People do that shit all the time.
I'll have you know that one of the first excavations, which I participated, I was young, I was in Italy, and we were like excavating like a medieval site, and we're like, counting the pottery and everything else, and then the undecorated, undiagnostic pottery, we were like, this is CDL, and I was like, what is it? It's like ceramica da lancio, which is like literally throwing ceramics, because you don't care about it, so you count it, you wait, and then you eat it. I'm not surprised. On a very famous archaeological site, which I can't name, but it's in Italy, the floor is made of undiagnostic amphora fragments.
It's the Colosseum, right?
Of that. Yes, I wish. No, it's not the Colosseum. But yeah, the floor is made of like, cement and undiagnostic amphora walls. So that have been counted and recorded, but like, how tacky can you be? Very tacky.
I've worked on sites where we had 1,000 pounds of brick fragments, and it's like you do have to make some calls, some pragmatic calls about that.
Choices.
Are you really gonna? Because the number of hours it's going to take in the lab for people to clean and catalog all that. For what? What are you going to learn from it, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, is it going to tell us something about the site? I mean, quantification, yes, of course, but like, if it's not diagnostic, just once you've counted it and weighted it and divided it by like fabric and everything else, just Do we really need?
Sadly, pragmatic considerations are important on an archaeological excavation because time, money, labor are not infinite.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Sometimes you have like boxes and boxes and boxes of things. They're like, eventually we're gonna have someone who's gonna study them. But you want to believe, but it's not gonna happen. Where I work, we have tiles, temple tiles that are supposed to be, studied in the future, but still there. Still waiting for their Prince Charming or Princess Charming. I completely forgot what we were doing in this temple, but I see now that we have unlocked a button.
Yes, and we have picked up an
a canopic jar.
Yeah.
A canopic jar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got some organs in it.
It's supposed to have organs in it. Whose organs, considering that it's in a temple and not in a tomb, I cannot say.
Why is it in here? I don't know.
Right? Why is someone's stomach in here? Ritual, clearly.
The person who left behind all the shotgun shells.
Yes. And the
one of the, a part of that.
You break open that canopic jar, there's shotgun shells in there, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Also, why is there a swimming pool?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah, let's fuck around and find out.
So you can finally utilize the amount of oxygen bar mechanic.
Right, which is not making us anxious at all.
No.
Oh god.
And clearly overstates how much oxygen you actually would have.
Yes.
Well, clearly we come back here later, because I think that's
I think you push the button, and then this opens, and then you have to redo this, like you have to jump back again.
I remember the first couple of Tomb Raider games had a lot of this, like underwater. Mm-hmm. And I think everyone hated it, which is why this game has not used it that much.
This one, you have to dive underwater to reach Cleopatra's Lost Palace.
Yes.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's like, it's still there, but it's underwater.
Yeah.
Which they were kind of ahead of their time, because like when in 2005 they rediscovered the city of Heraklion Thonis was actually right there, but underwater, because it had sank altogether. Yeah, they're like, what if the city's still there but underwater? Yeah. Ding ding ding, it is still there underwater.
Life in art.
Yeah.
I take back what I said earlier. Oxygen bars in video games is why our generation all have anxiety.
Yes.
What did you say earlier? What was it?
I don't remember.
Save points. Yeah.
Save points.
Yeah, I guess oxygen is more accurate.
Yeah.
Video games suck.
Yeah, they haven't made us violent. They've made us anxious. Yeah. We don't shoot people. We just cry.
It's the swimming part of the game.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, also this part in which she has, like, amazing upper body strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like...
Wish I was that fit.
There have been these videos on actual parkour experts, like, talking about Assassin's Creed, and they're always like, where do they hang from? Like, what did they grab? And, like... She has to be like the top of her fingers. That's what is able to grab something. Like, and it doesn't. First, it doesn't break. Second, she's strong enough to like lift her entire body like that. No.
And go forward.
Yeah.
Because she's that bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Uncharted's like that too. Like, how many sequences are there where he's climbing some wall for 25 minutes at a time, and it's like nobody in the best rock climbers in the world couldn't do that. Well, maybe they could. I don't know. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nathan Drake is not one of the best.
Yeah. He's not, but he's a looter, so that works. I think it opened the underground door, like the underwater, not underground door. I think
it opened this one.
I want to assume. And then you opened fire. That's great. That works. Oh, okay, and that's. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I vaguely remember that thing needs to be filled. Clearly.
Now we're getting that save scummers mindset.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. No, we gotta. It's necessary. It is necessary because. Ooh. Nice.
I forgot about that Tomb Raider technique that you like back jump over ledges. That's like it more reliably will grab the edge when you do that.
Yeah.
Brianna says, what if there was a TV game show for athletes to be crowned the real Lara Croft, like Ninja Warrior, but not Ninja Warrior? That would be cool.
Like climbing, this like shooting. You have to shoot while doing a backflip.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or get eaten by scorpions. I mean,
I want to see
you, but yeah.
You want to have like a 10 million view YouTube video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Learn how to do like a side flip while shooting a target.
Yes.
And I'm telling you that'll be a hit.
Just a new YouTube channel, Lara Croft tutorials or something.
Yeah, you call it like, this lady is Tomb Raider in real life.
Yeah.
Workout specialists hate her.
This one weird trick to do backflips.
Changed your life.
We've all collectively lost our damn minds on this game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
We've spiraled into YouTube madness.
I mean,
Livery missions.
Yeah. Stupid. That's tricky. What the hell?
I think we all hate escort missions. That is fair. Also delivery missions, yes. Where is this?
Whoa, what's happening there?
It's a current.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is. I think this is the Jesus level.
Wait, what?
Jesus level?
Where Lara walks on water.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Yeah.
is the Jesus level. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She becomes Christological.
Is it like actual or a glitch?
Logical.
Are you
She
supposed
can. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it-
Once
it's
again,
a- What is the game?
she's that bitch.
yeah, she is
can.
that bitch.
She's that bitch. She can.
She can and she will. Just watch.
You just watch. If we can reach this ledge first, because walking on water is easy, but reaching ledges is very difficult, especially in this game.
Yeah.
Anybody checked the time besides myself recently? Where we go?
Oh yeah. Should be.
It's after.
Oh yeah, it is. Ooh.
Yeah, it's after
We've been
5
streaming for
o'clock.
some time.
Yeah.
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
Fun, yeah.
This was a blast. I had a good time
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
You see how unleashed I am when I don't have to play the game and I can just bullshit.
We can just yell.
It's dangerous.
Exactly. So how about this? We get to the next cutscene. We save, and then we go by. I don't know how close the next cutscene is. To be honest,
I'm not sure either.
I have no idea.
Laughing at the chat. Sorry.
The hot girl shit. Yeah. I mean, she's
Everything Lara Croft does is
Oh
hot
my
girl
god.
shit.
That's true. She's the definition of.
She invented it.
She invented it. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Still
then she
trying to read
fell. Brianna's like trying really hard. I suspect those cartouches are like Aten cartouches because there's a lot of stuff. Like there are way too many symbols, so it's either some Akhenaten bullshit or it's some Ptolemaic bullshit. That is my best guess. Purely on the number of symbols inside.
In a circle.
It's another successful YouTube video in the making. I translated every cartouche in all the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and like 3/4 of them are Tutankhamun.
Yeah. That's
Well
the joke.
then.
Yeah, that's the joke at the end.
Yeah, I'm pitching a lot of lucrative YouTube ideas here.
Well, give them away for free. I do love this, like, reaching into a hole to pull a switch animation.
For
that she
no
does.
reason,
Yeah.
considering that there are scorpions around.
Yes.
Again, you think that's intentional to make you feel anxious?
I wouldn't
All
put
right.
it past them.
All they have to do is have one time in the entire game where she does that, and then she pulls her hand back out, and there's a scorpion stuck in her arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would all be scarred for life.
Oh, it's for the canopic jars.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
So what happens if you... Ah, there you go.
Okay. So
I knew there was a reason.
now we gotta go around and do that stupid shit that I
Oh,
already did.
okay.
Top 10 subjects for hyping YouTube video.
You kidding me? That would be a real hit on YouTube. That's like 75% of YouTube is people just trying to understand the YouTube algorithm.
Yes. Yes. And using shorts. Because they get more traffic.
I don't mess around with those shorts. 20 minutes plus or bust.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but with those cartouches, isn't there supposed to be like, so it's more or less like round shape, but isn't there supposed to be like
Yeah, there's supposed to be a
line at one at
base.
the end? Yeah.
Yeah, because what it is like a rope, right? It's a ritual rope with a knot at the bottom, so the name is protected. So yeah, they're missing a bit of the cartouche. Unsurprisingly, but that's okay. The Tutankhamun ones were well made, just large, giant for reasons.
You boys.
Also, all this crawling, unnecessary booty shots.
Yes.
This is the camera angles on this.
Yes.
Yeah.
They clearly made this game for teenage boys, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's intentional.
Or young lesbians.
Or or that. Yeah.
Or like.
We gotta be inclusive here, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Exactly. You know.
Although I'm guessing the makers probably weren't thinking that deeply about it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
No.
They're like, oh yeah, hot lady, athletic, booty shorts, and traffic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Although I have to say, I think it's interesting that this series has a really large LGBTQ plus fandom, and like a lot of the male fans of the game are gay men, which I think is very interesting.
Do you think it's the archaeology?
Oh, definitely. It's gotta be. That's sexy archaeology.
Right, it's the archaeology. That's it. Because...
Yeah, we finally have proof that archaeology is gay. It just is.
Yep.
Archaeology.
Yeah, many gay men in Egyptology too. So, you know, as we know.
Oh. Well, do you guys want to stop here or keep going? Because I know it's a lot later for you guys than it is me. Okay. It's only 2:00 here in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, it is 5 here.
Yeah, I have to head out. I have to head out one way or the other. So if you guys want to keep playing,
it is late for Alex too. And we're like at the 3 hours where we never had a stream this long. Yeah. But also, this was a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was awesome.
So thanks everyone for following us in the chat and keeping the chat alive with the slander and everything. Thank you to our guests, commanders, and everything else for making this possible. There was a giant fight with OBS.
Yes, there was.
Which we ended up winning. So
we defeated OBS. Life's final boss.
Very true.
Is it Elden
Very
Ring
true.
final boss?
This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Next week, once again, no Uncharted because it is birthday bash, but you should tune in. Oh shit, I'm your...
I'm not hearing anything anymore.
Oh, just came back. I lost it for a second there too, but it seems like it came back.
Yeah.
Sorry, there were ambulances outside of the window, and they were like running around. Anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna have Andrew Reinhardt, the inventor, basically, of the discipline of arcade gaming, here with us, playing several games and talking about the discipline and everything else. We will not be on video. We will be in the chat. Because setting up OBS with PlayStation and Twitch was a fucking nightmare, so we decided not to. So we're just gonna be in the chat, but please do tune in. And then we will start again with Uncharted in 2 weeks, again with Bill. And then I think at that point we will have Jake, right? Is that the time? Yes.
Yeah.
The 15th, yes.
15th.
So we will have even more archaeologists.
It's gonna be on. Oh man, the Discord is showing off here.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for surviving our tech issues at the beginning, and for playing with us through the April Fool's Tomb Raider thing. Perhaps for next season we will actually play Tomb Raider, like a full Tomb Raider. All right. So
we gotta have short round. Gotta have short round on sometime.
We need to have short round. Oh yeah. And more nerds, more archaeologists, more people. All right.
All right.
So
So,
I think, go to sleep, go away, go eat.
Yeah.
This was a great trip for
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here
Yeah.
and for playing for us.
great.
Yeah.
And for figuring out all the OBS stuff.
No
Yeah.
Exactly, we are very, very grateful. We're
Yeah.
still learning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. All right.
All right.
All right,
So,
have a good night,
bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Good
and
night.
See you next week.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.